afternoon, or good morning, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome. We've got some first-time chatters and some new followers, so thank you very much. It's good for us. We like new people here. In case, if you have no idea what's going on, there are some long-time critical drinking followers in the chat, so do feel free to ask them. Because, to be honest, none of us on screen have any idea what's going on. It's fine. It's pretty much how we roll. So, firstly, I'm going to stop waffling because we have a reputation on this stream for waffling. So, the first thing I'm going to say is, could everyone please introduce themselves? And I am going to go in alphabetical order. So, starting with Chris.
Hello, I'm Chris. Tonight I'm playing the part of Egolas, the hamster ranger, and I don't know what else I'm going to say about myself. I'm wearing a shiny jacket and a bow tie that I borrowed from my youngest child. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Beautiful. And Chris, what fantasy guest have you brought to the party?
I brought Gandalf.
Gandalf.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Gandalf. I brought Gandalf.
Yeah.
Gandalf brings fireworks to a party. Gandalf can also act as a bouncer. Gandalf is notorious. He's got drugs. He's always got some kind of something on with him. He's a party of his own right. I mean, I don't even need to be there. He can go. And if I want to sleep, if I want to do a little exit later on, leave him there, and they'll be pleased with that. They prefer it. Gandalf's, the best party, and plus, when he arrives late, notoriously, he will have a great excuse, and everyone will just love him even more for it, won't they?
Oh yeah.
It's great. And I've seen when people try and get in, he stops them by going, "You shall not pass."
Yeah.
Oh,
That's it. That's it. That's actually when people ask him for the pipe, and he's like, "Give it back," and they're like, "You shall not pass." He's like, "Come on."
That was stupid.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize this was a serious political program.
Yeah.
Please.
Right. I think it's next. Yes.
On to Emily.
The grey. White just was a bit. He took himself too seriously, didn't he? And you want someone. Yeah, you don't want something where his clothes show up every stain the morning after. Grey's better. White. I mean, white is, but grey's better. Not too often himself. Before he was famous,
reaction to the regular people on this stream. Like, yeah, no, sure, Goat our old friend Goat Harasser. That's why not?
Yeah.
I'm not what I'm saying is I really enjoy your fan base right now.
Go Harasser.
That's one of my mods.
Yeah.
Is it? That's hilarious.
This is Chris's fan base.
In fact, Goat and JB, they're very good friends of mine.
Yes,
Emily.
JB, thank you. I saw, thank you for letting me know. Welcome to Critical Drinking. I get things wrong on a technical end. My bad. I'm Emily. I am playing Dottie. Dottie, was a halfling prior to being a hamster. So as a hamster, Dottie is quite small. But Dottie is also very, very old. Dottie is ancient. She is a cleric. Must know something we all don't know. Kind of doing that Keith Richards thing of doing all of the drugs and being a million years old, but still just plugging away. And then who am I bringing to the party? I kind of want to keep rolling with this fantasy theme, and I'm gonna say, fucking Marjorie from Game of Thrones, because she's hot. And because she'll stir up drama.
So true.
I mean, also, just to sort of check that sentence, did you say that you're fucking her?
I wish.
you-
I said bringing.
Oh, I completely misheard that. As I think to Jane as
Taking.
well, 'cause Jane
I
was
must
my
have said
friend.
I
taking.
was a little bit excited for you. To be honest.
I wish. I wish.
That game of Have
No. I'm bringing her, taking her along. the fucking would be great if it were to happen.
Hey,
It's been a
D&D is wish fulfillment. Own it, mate.
That's right.
If you say it, it is so. Like, just yeah, you're fucking her now. That's how it is.
look. It was a long quarantine. She lowered her standards, and here we are. I'm gonna pass it on to whoever's next.
Basically, it's Gainer.
Oh, it's me. Hey, what's up, gang? My name's Gainer. I am a queer TTRPG performer, actor, enthusiast. I am, you can find me out and about on the internet doing things. And tonight, I'll be playing Dewdrop, the tiefling hamster, a beautiful little lilac tiefling hamster, and their BFF for Revsies. Emphasis on the B, because they're a bee. Because their best friend is a bee, and her name is Bethany. And that's her name. And who am I bringing to the party? That's a great question. I am bringing the cabbage merchant from Avatar. Is the person I'm bringing to this
Solid
stream. I
choice.
feel like if there was a person to bring to critical drinking, it would be the cabbage merchant. I feel like that makes a lot of sense. So that's what I'm leaning into. Listen, I know my fan base, all right? And I guess technically we already have celebrities who show up to the channel constantly anyways. So
I was
Yeah, I
about
don't-
to say Jude Law.
Yeah, friends
we're
of
hoping
Street
for a
Jude
Jude Law sighting.
Yeah.
I am-
Everyone,
when
watch
you
out
said
for Jude
Avatar,
Law.
I just didn't. I was like, my first thought was like, I missed that. Where was that in that movie? Where was the cabbage merchant between the big battle and them and the guy getting in the Navi? I didn't understand. So when I was, oh yeah, there was the cartoon, the anime,
The better one.
the big
Come
one, the
on.
good one. That one directed by M. Night Shyamalan. That's the whatever.
Yeah, that one. I
Yeah.
love that
That's the
one. I
best
love Ong.
iteration.
I
Me and my
love it.
friends, both of us sat there in the theatre and they keep saying Bender over and over and over again, and we're like, this went past a British censor. This went past I'm the best Bender in the world. All right. There's competition for that, mate.
Zing. Boy. Yeah, that's all for me. I'll plug more at the end.
Yeah, plug away. And last but not least, Sasha.
Hello. Hi, I'm Sasha. I do a bit of comedy and a bit of D&D. It's a lot of fun. I host a game show called Character Building Experience, which is a comedy D&D game show, which we're doing monthly in London very, very shortly. I'm going to be playing a character called Cheeks McGee because I didn't realise we weren't always hamsters. So that name wouldn't have been that character for literally their entire life until they were turned into a hamster. So Cheeks McGee is a teenage druid who comes from a long line of druids, but is kind of over druids. So she's like, yeah, no, druids are just zany. So that's Cheeks McGee. And who would I would, okay, do you know what? I know you can't see because it's quite an extreme close-up, but I am wearing a Viking hat. So I feel like I should bring a famous Viking to the party. The most famous Viking I know is Ivar the Boneless.
Mm.
Good fans of Ivar in. Excellent. He was a berserker, and they were meant to fight in a trance-like fury. But the reason he's called the Boneless is because he broke his leg a couple of times, and everybody was like, "Fuck Ivar now! He's boneless. He's weak, man. Weak."
He
So
was
I
the
feel-
equivalent of a racehorse that broke its leg, and then they were just like, "This is a garbage warrior now. We don't need him."
I literally only know that particular one from. He's mentioned in a. Ooh, thank you for the gift subs, Hulu.
Who
Whoa, Hulu.
He's mentioned in a song by The Darkness. I don't know if anyone remembers I Believe a Thing
Oh.
Called Love from 2001, but they made a
Yeah.
song that was all about barbarians, and they list off quite a few Vikings. So that's the only reason I. Anyway, sorry. Ignore me.
No, but he was known for invading a bunch of Anglo-Saxon kingdoms, and he was still like, "No, you broke your leg, you pussy. You're the boneless now, Ivar. Okay, having none of your shit anymore." So I feel bad. I feel like he doesn't get invited to that many parties. I want to bring him to a party. Maybe
Yeah.
Bring him into the warm. Walks in the soft spot for Ivan the Boneless. Love an underdog me. Love an even when they're pillaging, I'm like, oh, he's not confident in his pillaging. I wanna help.
That's amazing. I just had visions of him outside Valhalla, and they're going, "You're not coming in. You just abandoned with no vote."
I broke my leg one time. Come on.
Wouldn't you have used it? You should have used it like that. Look, I did all of that, and
Yeah.
I'm boneless. I did all of that without bones. These guys needed bones. I did it without. That makes me harder than them. You needed
He
to own it.
broke one bone, and they were like, "You are boneless, Ivar." Yeah.
It really amused me that Teenage Druid fits into the same rhyme scheme as Teenage Dirtbag, because I just, in my head, I've been going, "I'm just a teenage druid, baby, turn into wild shape, baby."
I love that song, and my partner's teenage sister was singing it the other day, and I had to be like, you know what? You don't get it, okay?
You don't know what that is.
You're not a dirtbag, okay? You live in suburban Maryland, okay? You're not a teenage dirtbag, all right? You don't even know who I'm like weirdly getting like very emotional about it. Like, you wouldn't know.
You're like, get off my lawn!
I look so stupid and pretentious.
Old man shouts
Literally
at
getting
clouds.
angry. So stupid.
I'm pleased to say that every time we add people in the stream, the intros don't get any less critical drinking. Like, we just choose right. We find the good people.
Whatever style.
It's great. Thank you so
Oh,
much,
is that-
guy.
Excuse me?
There
hello.
it is,
Jude
the
Law in
actor.
chat.
That Jude
Welcome,
Law, the
welcome to the
actor.
party, Jude.
Oh, wait. Okay, so I have too many beverages, and I was like, wait, is Jude Law water, is Jude Law Fernet, or is Jude Law Coke? I don't know what to do.
It's a party. Mix them.
Okay.
That's what Jude would want.
I don't have a cup, so I'll just do it in my mouth.
Have you asked
I've done that
Jude
before.
which one you? I feel like maybe Jude has like I don't know, man. It feels like a really bad idea.
As a non-drinker, I am on water. Oh God, it's
Yeah.
exciting! Oh, tap and sparkly. Whoa.
What's that, Sasha?
Why did I do the Fernet first?
I don't know what that is. Is it a whiskey or is it a brandy?
Oh no! Don't start this, Chris. Please
What
don't
is it?
start the Frenet conversation.
I don't know what it is. It sounds
Um,
like a detergent.
It's
You know,
it is an Italian liqueur.
Oh, it's an Italian liqueur.
It you know Ricola.
No.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
the-
you know
No.
Jägermeister. You know
Yes.
Jägermeister.
Yeah.
Fernet is Jägermeister. What I always say is Jägermeister grew up and got a real estate license.
Oh right, okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there not a song about it then? So that's the problem. It needs its own song because everyone remembers Jägermeister for Jägermeister. But you know that one.
don't
No.
don't tell Emily.
Oh my
don't
God.
don't tell Emily that. Also, you have to remember that half of us are millennials and half of us are barely old enough to drink. So it's like, oh, okay, this is a culture clash. So there's a lot of Jude Law is in the chat causing chaos.
Classic Jude Law moment. I love how Jude Law has become truly such a background character.
Yeah.
of Critical
Yeah, that's
Drinking.
what's disturbing. Jude Law is now just another chatter in the stream. Still a friend of the stream, but less important than they were 18 minutes ago. It's fine. We've grown since then. It's right.
Look, Jude Law is the center of attention so often. Jude Law was like, I've been Hamlet on, was it Broadway or the West End or both? Like, every now and again, just relaxing and being in the chat of Critical Drinking, I imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, we've not talked privately, and Jude Law can correct me if I'm wrong. But sometimes
Well,
it's
that's
just nice
honestly
to...
on Jude Law for not coming on the stream, to be completely honest. I feel like, you know.
Right? Right?
A coward's move if there ever was one. Just
Don't
I
make me
mean-
to do law.
I don't know Jude Law. I mean, friend of the show for sure. Love Jude. Jude, please don't leave. We need you. We need you
Please
to
don't leave.
Excellent. So, for those of you who don't know, this is the first Friday stream we've ever done. We usually stream on a Sunday. And it's going to be a monthly one-shot. In this case, the one-shot is Disaster Hamsters. I'm not really sure why it's called Disaster Hamsters. Someone who's very lovely called Plot Hooks wrote this, and I have heavily adapted to it. But yes, it's called Disaster Hamsters. Hopefully there won't be any disasters. If there are, well, you know, we've all had that hamster that Mum and Dad have replaced without us noticing. So that's pretty much what's going to happen tonight.
What? Never heard of that.
Nothing.
So-
Chris. Nothing.
I know that
Your
our,
hamsters
our...
can last 40 years.
What happened to Hammy?
I know that we have slightly different rules for disaster hamsters, our party animal rules, and I want to bring those up because we have already gotten some gift subs. Thank you for the follow, Claire Bear 6666. Wait,
Hello.
They're all here.
So, and actually, wait. So since Hublu did gift subs, everyone has to spin. Sarah, would you mind talking a little bit about the wheel really quick?
Yeah. The wheel is the wild party surge. For those moments where you're like, well, this is getting dull, which, to be fair, very rarely happens unless Emily's talking about Frenette.
Zing.
Dang, burn. Anyway, so there are two ways to activate the wheel. The wheel will either be activated when something very good or very bad happens. So, for example, a natural 20 or a nat 1, someone subs, gifts or follows, someone dies, people survive a battle, that kind of thing. Or you guys can redeem one through rewards if you really want. If you want to cause chaos, then what will happen is a wheel will appear. It will spin like a mad thing, and the wheel will come up with the worst party forfeits you have ever heard of. So ultimately, things like make a hat out of paper, all those kind of things that middle-class people think are cool to do at parties. Welcome to my party. Also, the other thing that can happen during this game is that the players can perform party tricks for inspiration, and it's up to you, the chat, whether or not they get that inspiration based on the quality of the party tricks. They can redeem this at any time, perform a party trick, and then you guys will yay or nay. So you decide how kind you're feeling. We are entirely at your mercy. So, Emily, I believe that we should have a spin of the wheel. We should probably have lots of spins of the wheel, but we'll start with one because we have a whole one shot to go through.
Okay, well, I will spin the wheel, and then we'll get the show on the road here. So giving it
guys,
a
this
spin.
This is for all of us to do, by the way. So whatever happens, we all have to do it.
Draw an animal without looking down.
Okay.
Oh boy. Okay.
Someone choose an animal? Who chooses the animal?
You can draw any animal.
Any animal.
Any animal. You have to do it without looking down, so looking directly at your screens, and then you're going to hold it up, and we have to guess what it is.
That last part is mean.
I told you, horrible middle-class parties. They're my speciality.
I've never been to one.
Okay.
Okay.
Come hang in Croydon. It'll be fine. Are we doing
Okay.
it?
Yes, I
Yes.
believe we are.
I
Yeah,
think
go
I'm
for
done,
it.
but I'm afraid to look down, so I'll reveal when everyone else does.
Oh god.
Okay. I'm
Okay,
gonna
I'm done.
Oh, no.
see if I can draw an eye on this thing.
Mine's done. Oh god.
Oh, baby.
Jesus. Okay.
Okay.
What
Sorry.
are you?
Right. Everyone ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Right. Everyone
no.
reveal.
Okay. Let's see if I
Voice
can
is
get
right.
this. Okay, my camera probably doesn't want to do this. But we
So,
Can you?
hold on.
you need to hold it in front of your face, Gainer, otherwise.
Yeah, I'm unblurring my background so it will
Oh.
Yeah.
show.
Okay, so first things first. We'll go with Chris. Chat, what is it that Chris has drawn? I think I can guess.
I think so. I think I know what that is.
Think
Yeah.
so?
Abstract Washington, says Goat Harasser.
He's right. He is right. So,
Yeah, I'm assuming Washington is a cat.
he is Le Chat.
Oh, that
Sure.
makes sense. I think I was a bit concerned it was George Washington, and we were just going to offend
Yeah,
him.
this is George. This is my
The-
animal. George
The
Washington.
animal George Washington.
My animal is George Washington.
What an absolutely British thing to say.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
they have a statue of him in Trafalgar Square. Like, I don't know. They have a weird relationship.
Weird.
Next up, we are going to go to Sasha. What has Sasha drawn? I think I can guess because I think it's similar. Chat, what has Sasha drawn?
The devil.
My
Sage
mom?
Yeah. It's an X. That's what it is.
It's a cat. We think.
Very
It's a
good.
cat. Right, next, Emily. What's Emily drawn? I think I can guess.
What I wrote or tried to write was I have a beak.
Oh, okay.
Nothing about the animal, just a confession from Emily there.
Yes.
Making sure we were all aware.
I mean, this is
It's a medical
It
situation.
looks like an egg cell with loads of sperm swimming
Yeah.
at it.
Is it the flying spaghetti?
How did you
monster?
know?
Lincoln.
Lincoln.
There it is.
Lincoln, a hairy balloon,
I like that one.
spider. A couple of people have guessed squid.
It is
I think
an
it's squid.
I was aiming for an octopus, but squid is close.
Close enough, I'll say.
Beak
yeah.
was a giveaway. Right,
Well, the
Yeah.
because the octopus, no.
Gainer.
Yeah,
Yours is very faint.
yeah. I'm
yeah.
trying to get it close enough to see here.
It looks like it's either a bird or a stingray.
I guess
Is it a
the
sperm?
fakeness is kind of part of the game now, you know? It's decode what it is that I wrote. I'm seeing Theodore
It's very,
Roosevelt in chat.
Very good at hiding. So someone said Theodore Roosevelt, someone said an African swallow, and someone's just said swallow,
African swallow
which
would
sounds
be
like
funny.
a command. Just swallow. Swallow, that's it.
Goat harasser, are you American or just a connoisseur of American presidents?
A connoisseur.
Honestly. We all know
Mm.
5 over here. We all know 5, in case we ever question.
Oh, it's like name 5 U.S. presidents.
Yeah, when we get to we know about border control.
And
It's
just,
a stingray. In case everybody's wondering, Emily got it right.
It's a stingray. It wasn't a platypus though.
It was not a platypus. Unfortunately, no. I should have thought to do that.
The
But,
tastiest of fish.
In my head, this was really good. This is what I drew.
It's excellent.
Oh.
Whatever it is.
Is it a
Okay,
pig?
I think
I was
if
gonna
it's
say.
what I think it is, it's quite obvious.
I think
Is-
it looks
Hamster.
like either a hippopotamus or a guinea pig.
Oh, is it a
Is it a
hamster?
hamster? Yeah. that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, that would make
Oh.
sense.
To lead us into the game.
We're in a game of hamsters, and 2 of us drew cats. So that's exactly how this should have gone.
And Gainer and I, we picked aquatic life.
Yeah, we
Um,
went
Aquatic.
aquatic.
This is not going to work
Sticking
really
to
well.
the theme here.
The
Sticking to
2
the theme.
genders, aquatic and cat.
And some of us had a thought. We were like, "Oh, I wonder what animal we should do."
Hmm. Can't think. You know what's so funny,
No
actually, though?
inspiration. at
The
all.
reason I drew a stingray was because I couldn't think of any animals. I was
Looking
sitting-
directly at Sarah's face right now.
Zero.
Zero.
Looking at my character where it says hamster in giant letters.
Big disaster hamsters went across the street.
So
Can't hang on.
No, it's all fine. It's all fine.
Fine.
Don't worry about it. It's cool.
boy. Okay.
Right.
Well,
Let's do a game because that is what we are here for, and that's what I promised people. And so far, it's all been a lie.
This is like every Dungeons and Dragons game I've ever played. This is exactly what we're
Yeah, this is on point.
talking about. Is there an
Totally
NPC we can hire? That's the next thing we do. We find a pet to buy.
You guys are the pets. So, okay, ladies and gentlemen, a moment's silence. Okay.
Wait. What's this moment of silence for? Who are we having this for?
I can't tell if this is normal.
The queen?
If this is normal.
Who died? Yeah.
Do you always do? Is there always a moment of silence?
No,
I just want to see what happens, Sasha.
A moment of silence.
Be supportive, but I'm so confused.
In England, it's illegal not to stop. If you say a moment of silence, everyone's like, "Oh dear," and then that's it. That's ended everything for a whole minute. It's the best way to
the moment of silence. Like we really respect the moment of silence.
Yeah. We don't know who's died or who we're doing it for, but we're like,
disrespected the moment of silence.
We're actually just
Yeah.
doing a retroactive one for the queen because we were a few weeks late.
pouring a retroactive one out for the queen.
Look, if we get in the queue now, we might be able to pay our respects by Christmas.
That's right.
It was well easy to get in this week, to be fair.
Right. You guys, open your eyes. Waking from what feels like a deep slumber, only you feel more awake, more aware than you have ever been before. You look at your furry paws. You're a hamster? Wait. You've always been a hamster. Why are you just noticing that you're a hamster? Rising to your feet, it's suddenly natural for you to stand on your hind legs amidst the shredded paper that covers the floor. Stranger still, you are outfitted with hamster-sized armaments, and you know how to use them. New abilities well up inside you, and you look around amidst the thick wire cage. Other equipped hamsters are also standing to their feet. Right, team, explain what each of your hamsters looks like. So, i.e., what can the other hamsters see when they look at you? And I'm going to start with Gainer.
Oh boy. Yeah. So you see, so imagine a hamster, right? So imagine that right off the bat. Now imagine the hamster is a beautiful shade of lilac and has two large horns coming out of the top of its head,
Stand up.
and also a beautiful pair of the tiniest little sunglasses you've ever seen on their face, like small for the hamster. Like they shouldn't be able to be this small, and yet here they are. And as they stand up, a buzzing bumblebee is sitting on their shoulder. A very normal, friendly little bee, just hanging out. This is Dewdrop and their familiar Bethany.
Buzz. Emily, what does your hamster look like? What teeny tiny clothes are they wearing?
Oh, fully
Oh.
nude. Also,
Yeah, I'm just assuming your hamster's nude, Gainer. It
Assume
goes with the
fully
territory. Assumed nude.
Dottie is just a tan hamster with like a white belly patch, and white cheeks. And Dottie is decked out. She looks like she's going to Coachella. But you can also kind of tell just from her stance and from, the way that she's moving around and interacting with the world, that Dottie's most recent Coachella would have been a few decades ago. And so Dottie is just kind of sniffing around, and wondering where her human companion is normally. Dottie hangs out with a gentleman who refers to himself as Chicken Finger. And Chicken Finger drives an RV, mobile home, caravan, whatever you call it. But obviously, as we're all hamsters and in a confusing state of affairs, Chicken Finger is nowhere to be found. That's Dottie.
Excellent. Sasha. So Cheeks McGee is going to be based on a hamster that I had when I was way too old to have a hamster because I was never allowed to as a kid. So the first thing I did was I bought a hamster at age 18 and it lived to an embarrassing age of 5. So I was just an adult with a hamster. And
That's hilarious.
It's amazing.
Their name was Moo because that hamster, and I never knew if it was a lady hamster or a boy hamster. That was lost on me. So their name was Moo, and they had the coloring of like a cow, which is why their name was Moo. So like if you imagine a lovely cow and like weird white and brown patches, and also it was a huge hamster as well. I was like, are you sure you're a hamster, dude? Like it's a big boy. So I'm gonna my Cheeks McGee is very much inspired by Moo. So it's gonna be an enormous cow-colored, like weirdly confident hamster. Wearing nothing but a tool belt, because I feel like if you can't have an outfit, you should just have a tool belt. Like, you know, aren't allowed pockets, and D&D is wish fulfillment. All the pockets, just all of them. So yeah, it's a cow, hamster, and a tool belt. Any questions?
No.
When you say large for a hamster,
Enormous. Like, you know how most hamsters, they're little tiny, like it was hamster shaped, don't get me wrong, like that was all still there, little tiny tail, but just filled your whole palm.
Hamsters
did
are
you
like
have a
lobsters.
capybara?
I thought that, but no. I would have loved a capybara, that would have been so good, but they look like guinea pigs, and this one like looked like a hamster but was fucking big.
Mm.
Good.
Any more questions about Sasha's
Yeah.
terrifyingly oversized hamster?
So many, but they will happen.
I don't.
But they're all medical. and
Yeah,
we'd have to do it
I
after
don't-
the stream.
I don't know why, but I heard the hamster being fucking big in Jeremy Clarkson's voice as if he were introducing the hamster like a car. It's like a normal hamster, but it's fucking big.
Yeah, I do have my
Classic.
Clarkson moments. Yes, fucking big. There's a little man in a suit driving inside it. Where nobody knows who the man is. The identity's hidden.
Hammond, the hamster.
Matt Blanc shows up for no fucking reason. Yeah, totally.
This is beautiful. So, Chris, I anticipate your hamster.
My Egolas. Egolas takes
Excellent.
himself far too seriously, even as a
Oh, yeah.
hamster. He is a Russian/Siberian hamster. He doesn't have an accent. It's just the type. He's smaller than everyone else, and he's grey and brown and black on his back, like all blended, like a lot mottled. But he's obviously got a white stomach because he's got a soft underbelly. And he is dressed in. Have you ever seen the Disney version of Robin Hood with the
Yes.
fox? There, he's got green tights. He's got green jerkin. He's got a green little pointy hat with a feather, because that is how he was told a ranger dresses, and he is a ranger. He has ranged everywhere. Everywhere within his village. He
Name a
has
place.
ranged.
This
Yeah,
guy's
name,
ranged.
Name that tree, over there, under that bush. He's ranged all anywhere
Yeah.
you can visibly see.
It's extremely inappropriate.
He's now a free range hamster.
He is a free ranged hamster. And he does have his balls are covered, just to
Yeah.
I know that everyone else has been very open with their genitals, but mine are Egolas's.
Well, aren't you a
a
fucking
myth-
hero?
But now
Or a
you
myth-
make it weird. That
He is
puzzle.
a-
It's not like if there's one Disney character who's got trousers and then all the other Disney
Yeah.
characters look really naked from the waist down,
Yeah.
that's what you've done now. You've Donald ducked us all.
I have reversed
Ducked
Donald
us, dude.
You're on
I've-
flying for
I've
fuck,
moused
apparently.
Ha!
Donald ducked us all, mate. You've Donald ducked us all.
You were the ones that showed up inappropriately.
Hey, my tool belt is nothing if not appropriate.
I was told this party was fancy dress. I dressed.
Oh,
So
boy.
that's what he's wearing. He's
I
got a
motioned to
bow.
remove Chris from the call.
Naked hamsters only.
Only naked hamsters. You don't want to see what he's got down there.
Mud,
is-
stand a pole.
Have you seen the Disney Robin Hood with the fox? You know when he fires the arrow and it splits the arrow. That's why he wears trousers. That's all I'm saying. You don't need anything
Oh,
else.
I see.
It's just a horrible accident from
Gotta
Raven.
move on.
Okay. Suddenly, you are overshadowed by a pale, gaunt, elven face staring at you, a narrow smile pulling across his features. Standing back, he pulls out a piece of parchment, writing as he speaks, as all sane people do. Transfer of sentience appears to have been conducted with amazing efficiency. Preliminary observations suggest each is exhibiting new intelligence. Finally, I have been successful! Further transmutation is needed to achieve full mental control, and then I will build an army of mindless killer hamsters!
Can I raise a little furry hand?
Not yet.
I do it anyway. You don't
Do
have
it
to call on
anyway.
me, but I do it.
Lizzie, he says, looking at something out of sight on the floor while putting down his parchment. I need additional supplies. Keep an eye on the creatures while I am gone. Can't have them getting away. They're the best yet. Oh, and if nature calls, your collar has been activated for the cat flap. He gives you one last thin smile before exiting the laboratory, chuckling maniacally to himself. You hear the sound of a heavy door opening and slamming shut. You sit silently for a minute as the sound of a heavy iron bang rings in your tiny furry ears.
Oh no, my tiny furry ears.
Your tiny furry ears.
Oh no, my tiny iron bangs. What am I going to do?
So, you lot find yourself in a cage. The cage is metal, as you would expect from a hamster cage. You have torn paper under your feet, and there are various objects in the cage if you would like to explore.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
It's entirely optional.
I
You can just stay there. It's fine.
yeah. I turn to the rest of the group and I say, hey gang. So how's everybody doing? I guess we could just go around the circle here and just introduce ourselves. I'm Dewdrop, and this is my my BFF, Bethany. How are you guys doing?
Oh, good. Yeah, that's nice of you. It's good to be forward. I'm Egolas. It's a lovely bee you
Sorry,
have.
sorry, sorry. Is that Legolas?
No, how dare you? You stole it from me.
Oh,
Egolas.
okay, Eggle.
There's
Sure.
a copyright going on at the moment. I'll have you know. Don't mention that name again.
I sincerely won't.
Lovely to meet you all. Are you all? Is this where you live?
Dottie briefly takes her mouth off of the little like water feeder and goes, "I live wherever the wind takes me, baby."
Ciao.
And then she puts her mouth back on the water feeder, just taking it all in.
Nice.
She could give this, by the way. She's having none of your shit. She's like, no, absolutely not. But she will be like, cheeks, and then she'll like nod.
I guess I do have. Yeah, I guess I do have cheeks. That's true.
We're all in agreement.
You guys do have cheeks, and just to remind you, you can use them however you see fit, as long as you can persuade me that that is a good use of your cheeks.
Wait,
Don't want to know what I'm thinking about using them.
No.
Anyways,
Gotta keep me ammo. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna keep every single item I have in my cheeks.
it's cheeks of holding.
What? Bedroll.
Nothing in my tool belt. I'm emptying out my tool belt into my cheeks right.
Where's that flint?
Too much attention to the mime, by the way. That's not a good mime.
Somebody, you want to gift that real quick?
Don't.
So, you guys begin to, after these really awkward as fuck introductions, you guys begin to look around you and really take in your surroundings. So, what you can see is obviously the iron bars of the cage. There is a hamster wheel on the northern wall. There is a small decorative pond complete with a teeny tiny gnome, which is filled with a number of things that look like maybe some sort of berries. And there's the water dispenser that obviously you guys can see Dottie like just hammering away at. There's like one of those little running boards that looks like a little tiny castle in the southeast. There's a portcullis style door, obvs, because this is a fancy hamster cage, on the south wall, and it's glowing faintly blue. In the northwest corner, just before you check anything else, in the northwest corner, there is a large blue crystal, which also gives off a slight glow. And then finally, there is, you guys can see out the corner of your eye, a ball of twine.
Dottie is going to go up to the gnome.
Oh.
Oops,
sorry.
Sasha was first, Emily, so
Yes,
we will
yes.
go Sasha.
No, I was making a prediction about the twine that we're going to use it to abseil down something. Okay. Can I do an Arcana check on the door?
You can absolutely do an Arcana check on the door.
I'm going to do it, though.
Do it.
I'm going to do it. It's
Can
gonna hurt.
I give the help action by just going up and also looking at the door, but not rolling?
Yeah. You just stand there staring at it in like
Can I cast guidance?
absolutely.
Okay.
Dottie's just gonna sort of look at you, see that you're starting to inspect everything, and be like, "Don't forget, sometimes the glowing is magic."
16, please, on Arcana.
Okay, Arcana check. You can see that there is magic attached to it, but it's not the kind of normal magic. It appears to be nearly identical to the big glowing blue crystal in the corner, as if there's some sort of like sealing spell which is being powered by the crystal, something like that. So yeah, you have a feeling that maybe everything in this cage is somehow linked.
Oh, we're gonna have to attack the crystal, aren't we? No. Not the consensus. Okay.
I'm worried about that, but we certainly can.
I don't think we should attack anything that's glowing. That just seems like an explosion waiting to happen. I don't know if that is that something that. Don't you think that?
Dewdrop, can you make me a DC 12 intelligence check, please?
Yeah, sure.
I feel like that's.
Am I rolling flat intelligence or am I using a skill
investigation?
Here? Investigation, cool. Not much better. It's solid 16 though.
Whoa! See, you just needed a 12. You absolutely
Not
passed. So, you've been staring at this door while there's been an Arcana check. So we have an idea that it's some sort of magic, but also, what you notice is that there are some wires
poking out from underneath the door, and they sort of like disappear into the shredded paper at your feet. And you follow these wires. They like appear to lead to the crystal, but they appear to lead to the crystal, but then also you notice that they also lead to the hamster wheel.
Okay. So I'm a hamster, right? Working with +0 intelligence, classic hamster stuff. Can I chew through the wire leading to the crystal? This is definitely a bad idea, but it's the only thing.
It's like powering the crystal, but not powering. Are we meant to run in the wheel? Is that a thing we're supposed to do? Because that feels like an intelligence test of run in the wheel. It'll power the crystal. It'll open the door. No?
I'm with you on
Maybe.
that. Yeah.
I would believe that is.
I'll tell you what. I'll run. You chew, and then
One of us.
And then we'll roll a new character for Gaynor.
just the hit stuff, and then we'll see.
Okay.
I'll wait to chew through until after you run.
Okay, that's probably why. I'm quite blessed, you know.
All right, Cheeks. Let's see how that goes. So I need from you either an athletics or an acrobatics. You
I've
can
rolled
choose.
that 6 roll, and I've rolled 23 in total. That's a 19 with a +4.
Ooh.
Oh,
Dang, okay.
Like smoke coming off the wheel, like as
Yeah.
I run. Yeah.
You are going super fast. Now what I need from you is a constitution check.
I knew it. I knew it, mate.
3 levels of exhaustion. You die instantly.
13, please.
Ah, you just made it. So you are running super fast on this wheel, like you say. There is smoke going off. Like the paper is blowing around the cage. Like it's looking up. There's like a
My
strong.
hair looks fabulous.
Your hair looks fabulous. Everyone else is also getting windswept just because like the generated force of this wheel at the speed you're going.
Hands.
It is. It's a proper 80s music video. Or for anyone too young to remember the 80s, it looks like the last episode of season of Stranger Things. So basically you're running. You can hear this like electronic crackle, and then suddenly there is a spark, and the door effectively overloads, and the blue glow just goes.
Good thing we didn't chew anything, eh, lads?
Dottie,
yeah, sure.
As
Dottie agrees, and then goes and grabs one of the berries, says to the gnome, "Excuse me," and like with her mouth full of berries goes, "I'm so glad that you're young and agile enough that we could do that. I don't know if Jimmy Drew would have worked out. I was worried he would die."
Sure.
How many berries are you eating, Emily?
Well, I was imagining that the berries are big compared to a hamster, so she's
Yep.
she's about halfway through one.
Okay. You've just restored 1 hit point.
Oh,
Completely redundantly.
yeah, I was about to say.
Interesting.
Good to know.
One of my pouches.
So Dottie, you look in the bowl, and there are now seven berries.
Pouches, please.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
If I see that working out, I think I'd also like to put one into the old cheek pockets here. Shove it right in my gob.
You guys basically see Dottie, like her hair stands on end for 1 minute and her eyes go really wide, and then she just looks much healthier. Like it's just knocked about 24 hours off her age.
Basically, this
I don't know if there are essential oils in this or what it is, but I feel fucking amazing.
Oh my god, jeez.
You might want to get in on this.
Oh, I'm starting to regret this.
Does that mean 1 hit point is 24 hours? Because we're all very close to death. At that
I mean,
point.
I mean, they're hamsters too.
Oh. We're really close to death.
most hamsters, in my experience, have about 18 months in them if you're lucky. They're not like your hamster, Sasha.
Mate, 5 years if you love them enough and believe in them enough. 5 years.
Because people there and walking into Pets at Home and the hamsters being like, oh no, it's the Reaper. Jesus.
You joke, but I had 3 hamsters. One lived a very long time, died a perfectly natural death. One jumped off, like basically committed suicide. It took a step back and ran up and leapt off the cage, and basically went splat. And then the other one I called Cleopatra, and it developed cancer after 6 months. It's a very
Jesus.
sad story.
Jeez Louise.
And the one that committed suicide was called Hamlet. I chose really bad names for hamsters because they all sort of perished.
Very
Nominative
directly
term, it's
related.
well done. Yeah,
Yeah, I
it was
think
good.
D&D.
I got it.
Yay!
I have a solution. I build a table. I cut the table in half. 2 halves make a hole. I jump through the hole. I solved the puzzle.
He's been eating too many of those berries.
Suddenly, you all hear a high screeching voice, but it is strange. It's as if you're hearing it only inside your head. Hello, wicked ones! Johnny Rees-Mogg seems quite excited to perform more magical experiments on you. Maybe you can all survive longer than the last ones, but probably not. Very dangerous to be a hamster here. Hooray!
I lobotomize myself instantly. You can't make me.
Dottie stashes a single one in her cheek, and says, "All right, is that one of the voices that's in my head, or one of the voices that's in all of our head? Just to make sure I'm on the right page."
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I also heard it. And I don't know. Unlike apparently you, that has never happened to me before. So I'm starting to feel a little concerned. Quite honestly.
I heard it as well. I'm just letting you know so you don't feel like it's just you two.
I gaslight them and say, nah, it's just you guys.
Gaslight.
Can I roll the
Girl
gaslight?
boss.
What are you keeping to yourself?
Yeah.
Can I roll insight to see through this gaslight?
Sasha's rolling to
Absolutely.
gaslight.
Competing
Sasha,
roll.
Yeah, we're gonna do a compete.
Can you roll competing? Yep.
Persuasion versus
What am I
insight
rolling?
here.
I don't have gaslighting on D&D Beyond, so what is it that I'm rolling?
Roll a d20, beat a 9.
Deception?
Yeah, deception.
Ooh. 17, please.
That's bullshit.
I'm
fucking
sorry,
quit.
Gabe.
I quit. I'm out of here.
Dewdrop is like completely convinced now that like they're the only people hearing voices in their heads, and it's just the 3 of you.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
just, what voices? What are you talking about?
Wow.
I don't know why I'm doing this. I genuinely don't. Okay, right. So the door is open now, right? That's excellent.
Well, the door is
no.
unenchanted now.
The door
door's
is
not glowing.
unenchanted. You with your Arcana check from earlier, you can tell that the magic from the door is no longer attached.
But we can sort of whack it now, right? We can sort of whack it.
Well,
I'm asking the party. I know the DM can't tell me because
Well,
that would really.
I'll blast it. I'll
Why don't we just try and push it a little bit?
no.
You want to just smash
I
it,
kind of
Yes.
want to
throw
blast.
everything. Go and open it. See if it's unlocked. Is it a pull door? Is that the problem?
Oh no, I've been pushing this whole time.
Yeah. Oh no. We've been pushing.
I'll go up to the
Dewdrop, make me a make me a strength check, please, if you want to
Yeah.
break down the
Oh, really?
Hamster strength check.
Hamster
Whatever
strength.
your-
All
how
right.
about you roll?
Well, this is gonna be fun. -1 to strength. So let's see how this goes. Let's see here. That's a 4.
Do you know what? Funnily enough,
I pull the door 4 feet.
no. What happens is that you pull the door and you pull your own face into the door. So your nose is now like stuck between the bars of the portcullis.
I'm gonna pull out and wait for. Oh, sorry, it's got sound. Yeah.
I'm sorry. My nose is stuck. Just wondering. Am I doing something wrong, or I feel like the door should open?
Hey, look, we're all in a new situation together. I'm a ranger. I know how to range. Let me try and get out of range of this cage. If you would be so kind as to move out of the way, I will attempt it.
I can't. I'm stuck. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm
No,
stuck
can
here.
I help him out of the way?
you fairly easily pull this weakling out of the
Gently.
way.
And
Gently.
lovely. He's
And-
not done anything
yeah.
to me.
Yeah,
Oh,
very
That was
Thank
very
you.
sudden.
very
to you.
tender.
Very
Um,
tender. Lay you
Very
down slightly. Rub a berry on this man's nose, and then
It'll be
Yay.
fine. Egolas, as you pull the door out, you notice that there's a lock on the door.
oh, there's a lock on this door. I know it's weird because we're hamsters. Can I try and check to see? I don't know what keys are. Can I try to see if it's locked? Check it's locked first.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. You pull it and you notice that like it's really hard to open this door, but it's particularly sticky where that lock is.
Oh God.
I cast
Sticky.
a summon key, and I simply summon a key.
Have you got? Is that right? I don't
Is
know.
that a thing?
It's like,
The
do you know how
thing-
many
I watched
different
Sarah for a
add-ons
full
there
minute
are
and
for
be like,
D&D?
oh fuck, is there a spell that just un?
Yeah,
I
I
was
don't
just going. This is definitely not a level 3 spell. Has Gainer done that thing where they mess with their character sheet and
Uh-huh.
I was
OP
like,
everything?
I read Trisha's Cauldron and I was like, that's great, but I haven't read anything since. There could definitely be summon key. There could be definitely. There's so many. Salt marshes is it in there?
Yeah, D&D has become very practical. It now does what it says on the tin. Summon
Just-
key, open
Bigsby's
door,
turning key.
check traps.
Can I attempt to open this door?
Oh wait, Sasha,
Hang on,
did
Sasha.
you have something?
Right, now I've sat on this for a little bit now, but I am no, it's okay. I can polymorph, I feel. Like I can do wild shape because I'm a druid. So what if, like, depending on the size of this cage, can I just turn into something quite large so the cage explodes? Like I feel like if I'm a draft horse, there's no more cage. Like I
Yeah,
feel like
Hey,
polymorph into a draft
Please,
horse, we can
please be a hamster-sized draft horse. Please.
Yes. just
look for all the things I could be, and the biggest thing is a draft horse, I think.
That was not where I thought that was going. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm wondering, do the rules of this game? What do they say about wild shape? Do you turn into the full-size animal?
We talked about this. Me and Sarah talked about this, and she
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, you can wild shape." So I was like, "Fantastic!" But how does it work with hamsters? She was like, "The same way it always does." So I did clarify this. So I'm not like a tiny horse. I'm gonna be a massive fuck-ass
You're gonna
horse.
fucking
I'm gonna be
li-
a horse. I'm
What
gonna
is
be
the
horse.
point of this? We all play druids.
I also thought, or a giant badger, or a giant, like anything. There's so many things. There's a giant frog, there's a giant lizard, there's a giant owl, there's a giant poisonous snake.
Not owl. Not owl.
Oh, yeah.
Never say owl.
yeah, good point.
in
Oh, no,
runic
this is the one I
company.
wanted to do. Giant spider wolf.
Giant spider wolf. That is a new
giant
nightmare.
What
spider
the
wolf
fuck?
larger
Nightmare just
than
got.
a cage? Because if it is, I am giant spider wolfing all over
What is
everyone.
a spider wolf?
Giant
it's
spider wolfing all
spider
over
wolf.
everyone.
It's fantastic. It's a medium beast. And it's got spider climb, which by the way I can endow with people anyway from my character sheet. It's got web sensors. It can bite people. Like it's pretty hot.
You're saying a giant wolf spider, not
No.
spider wolf. I'm realizing.
Oh,
Spider wolf.
I
Spider
said
wolf.
spider wolf, and all I think
Is
was
it
like,
spider wolf because I'm aggressively dyslexic, but it is it's a wolf spider.
okay,
Sorry.
but all I could think was just like, am I fucking missing out on turning into a
I-
fucking spider wolf
I
right
was
now?
excited
That's
about it.
awesome.
Oh, so well, I mean, wolf spider is not bad either. But yeah,
He doesn't get the costume. Spider wolf gets the costume. He's got red, it's blue. That's why I
Swip.
liked it.
Like, I feel like
No, I think wolf spider is a great call.
Yeah.
Is it big enough to burst through
is
the
it
cage?
big enough because otherwise I'm going to be a draft horse and that's going to be less exciting.
Just
So you're up, guys, wolf spider or horse? Well, there's a lot of other stuff I can be. Hold on. Yeah, Sarah, any thoughts on that?
I mean, I as previously discussed, I am happy for you to choose anything that has a CR rating of a quarter or
Yeah.
below.
All of those
Um,
are.
Also,
I'm not going to tell you what happens if you transform in the cage.
Oh.
Oh God,
I'm-
Sarah.
Well, that's just a red rag to a bull at this point. I'm draft horsing all over everyone now.
Oh God,
Yep,
we're all
it's
gonna
a
get
fact.
crushed. Sorry, yes. Yes, Emily.
Ooh, I
um,
could be a
while oh, sorry, I was just gonna say while we're horsing around, Bardic
Boo.
Sway.
Hey.
Sorry, Bardic Sway
What?
gave us a sub, which means
Oh.
wheel time. I don't know if we want to do that now or.
Wheel, do
Wheel
it
now.
now. Do it now.
Spin the wheel.
Okay, okay. Let me pull that up here.
Why we spin the wheel? Cheeks,
Um,
have you decided? Are you wild shaping and are you doing giant wolf spider or horse?
Guys, what do we? I mean, traditionally you ask the chat, don't you? Which one would you like me to do?
Chat.
Yeah, let's get a word from chat. I think the wheel is spinning there. we're
Yes,
gonna-
the wheel has landed on same word at the end of every sentence. Chat choice.
Chat.
Oh,
Can you pick a
gosh.
word and we all have to say it at the end of every sentence for the rest of the game?
Oh,
The
good
rest
God.
of the
The
game.
rest of the game?
The
We
whole
might.
game.
We'll go out to, we'll go to the break.
Spin the wheel again or something.
I'm seeing Snarf was the first one that came
No.
up.
Snarf.
The end of every sentence.
Spider Wolf.
Spider wolf. I'm assuming they're answering two separate questions. So I'm assuming that we're gonna have to say the word snarf for every sentence, snarf, and that we are going to go with spider wolf or wolf spider as it's otherwise known. That's the judgment I'm calling.
You didn't say
Snarf.
it, Snarf. Yeah.
Yeah, this snarf thing isn't going to work, snarf. I think the snarf thing should be up until the end of the next wheel spin snarf, because as good as I am at knowing when sentences end, and put a comma at the end of the subordinate clause, I still don't think this is gonna be a thing that endures, snarf.
I do a lot
I
of run-on
concur,
sentences. Snarf. Also, my only awareness of wolf spiders comes from people's stories of Iraq. Snarf.
Iraq Snarf? Class.
The worst crossover scarf.
I don't know, Snarf. Just I've heard people be like, "Oh, back in Iraq, we saw these crazy spiders." Snarf. I don't know, Snarf.
I can always be a blink dog, snarf, but I feel like it's not as exciting as either giant horse or weird ass spider, snarf.
Very
what
fair.
should we just
Weird ass spider
Oh.
snuff has got to be a drawing someone does snuff.
Who blew?
It's my favorite Edgar Allan Poe poem. Snarf.
So
weird ass spider stuff sounds like a band like that you'd see like a poster that you'd see on
Yeah.
a terrible like bar covered in other posters of for bands like Piss Moomin and like
Yeah, it's
snarf.
definitely a local college. It's definitely like a local ska band, for sure. Snarf.
I'm gonna go see Piss Moomin next week, actually, to be fair.
Also, Bardic Sway has pointed out that I was confusing wolf spider for camel spider, Snarf. My bad, Snarf.
I said spider wolf for ages, Snuff. So it's.
I every day we move further from God's light, Snarf.
Excellent, Snuff. So I'm gonna have to press you, Cheeks, for a decision. What are you doing?
Chat said Snuff.
Okay, so we're going with chat.
Yeah.
Okay, so describe to me like what the start of this transition looks like, please. Snuff.
I think it's almost like, you know that bit in American Werewolf in London, Snuff, where it's like horrendously painful and the effects are terrible, Snuff. But because Cheeks is really wants to be cool about this, she's trying to style it out, Snuff. So she's like, it's fine, Snuff. Absolutely not even an issue, Snuff. Living my best life, Snuff. So that's what the transition is like, Snuff.
I turn to the rest of the group and say, "Is she constipated, Snarf?"
As you say that, the rest of you
sound like when you're constipated, Snuff, because that is not
Yes.
what I sound.
You've got me.
Snuff. As you say that, what the rest of
Snarf.
you see is Cheeks literally live up to their name and begin to expand into this like round body, and their abdomen begins to change shape, and like there are little like sticky out bits like popping out, and they turn into legs, and it's like basically you've now got like a terrifying spider hamster, Snuff. And this spider hamster begins to grow and grow and grow. Like the legs get longer and longer, the body gets bigger and bigger, and suddenly you guys realize that this spider hamster is beginning to take up the cage, and you find yourselves pressed against.
Smush everyone! I'm gonna smush everyone!
You find yourselves pressed against the bars, as what we begin to make is what I can only describe as, if this carries on, hamster linguini, Snuff.
Oh! Guys, get into my spider mouth!
Cheek says this through terrifying, like, pincer maws surrounded by thousands of tiny hamster eyes.
Dottie turns to...
No. And I didn't warn anyone this was gonna happen. Stop. Snuff. And because I was pretending it's not happening, it must be even more terrifying, Snuff. But yeah, your only option is to get into my terrifying tarantula pincers, Snuff. Let's not make hamster linguini, Snuff. Come to my pincers.
I can't.
Are we already pressed up against the side? Are we already,
You guys are finding yourself backed up against the wall at this stage. Like, one of you has like a leg in your face. One of you has like the spider spinneret attached to them. Like, one of you is kind of like off to the side, being pressed up against their back, because naturally you're inside a confined space. So what you guys are finding is that, yes, Cheeks is growing, but Cheeks is also growing at a really stunning awkward angle.
This is... God.
This is the worst.
I thought
Uh,
yes, Snuff.
There is the sound
Dottie-
of the hamster wheel splintering. That's enough.
Dottie looks at Egolas, Snarf, and goes, I don't know if you've ever seen anything like this when you were ranging, but this did happen to me at Fabric once. And Dottie is going to try to wiggle her way, to listen to Cheeks and wiggle her way into Cheeks' spider mouth.
What is that even? Okay.
Jesus.
So the two of you watch as Dottie like hauls herself underneath Cheeks' like body and pulls themselves up into these terrifying pincer maws.
Want to eat you, Snarf!
Brief recap. Snarf. So what we've seen is that just a guy smashes his face into the wall, then someone scream as they start to change into a spider, then an older spider try to commit suicide by
an older hamster Snarf.
Older hamster, sorry.
Climbing into the mouth of a giant spider Snarf.
Via spider hamster.
Yeah.
Snarf.
Right.
I'm
Dottie,
gonna
can you
be
please
terrified.
Dottie, can you please roll Dex to avoid the uncontrollable, terrifying pincers?
Sure. Is that straight dex or a dex saving?
Just straight Dex, please.
No problemo. Ha! That is a 6.
That is a 6. Okay,
Do I
Cheeks.
Snarf?
Inspiration. Do something for inspiration.
Do something for inspiration! Do the sexy thing you do! What? You said you do things at parties.
Yes.
What is happening? That was the
I can-
worst way of saying you should do your party trick I've ever heard. What the
I
hell?
could hula hoop?
Is that your party trick?
I don't know! Normally my party tricks are like facts about Abraham Lincoln. Like my party tricks are conceptual.
You can
Do my
conceptual.
party trick. I've got
Conceptual
one party
self.
trick. Can I do my
Okay.
party trick and roll not to eat my friends?
Okay, yes, you can do your party trick and roll.
Okay.
Not to-
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Sasha. Thank you.
Trick. This is the one thing on earth that only I can do and nobody else can do. Right? I
Yeah.
really hope the microphone picks this up.
That's great.
What was that?
That is amazing, Snarf.
That was incredible.
Incredible snarf.
Can Sasha have inspiration? I think she can, but it's up to you. You are the judges here.
That was
People
incredible.
Snarf.
Oh my gosh.
Can you do that on buses behind people?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Just
Well, it's,
What felt like that?
My grandpa learnt it from his best friend when he was a child. Then he waited his entire life to teach it to his best friend, and then I was his best friend, and he taught it to me. And I'm only allowed to teach it to one other person, Snarf, in my whole life, Snarf. So
hand
it's
it down.
like- and it's been handed down for generations, and it's like the one thing that I am proud that I can do.
No
Snarf.
pressure on kids, I
That
guess.
is amazing, Snarf. The chat agrees that you can 100% have inspiration, Snarf.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say for this, I'll let you just straight redeem that inspiration, not to eat Dottie.
Excellent.
Because I think that's fair, and that was I think
roll to not to eat any of my friends. Can I roll to eat any of my friends?
okay. I'll let you if you roll, you have to get a.
To not eat us, Sarah?
I don't want to eat them. That wasn't the idea. I was trying to bust them out of prison.
Okay.
Sarah's really saying, like, if you roll a 1, the session ends.
Yeah. This
That's
is
it. If you roll a 1, they're all dead. Okay, what I'm going to say is that I'm going to get you to roll a strength saving throw. If you roll under 12, they're all fine. If you roll over, you have no control of your jaws and accidentally eat all the hamsters, and you're on your own for the rest of the session.
I'm gonna cast guidance again, and as I'm like
I rolled a 3,
struggling.
guys. I rolled a 3. Do I really have to roll again? Because this is my first roll. Am I going to get less than a 3?
I think you do have to roll.
But it's that advantage, which means I
Wait,
get.
hold
the-
on, wait.
or the
So
one-
it's a saving throw. You're trying to get less than 12.
Yeah.
Okay, but you rolled a 3, so that's
I
good.
rolled a 3, and then I
Okay.
rolled a 20, but I get the.
Oh.
Right?
You get the 3 because I'm
That
assuming
would
you're using your
be-
inspiration to get the
Well,
score. You...
The 3 and inspiration is used to get what I want. So as much as my first 20 of the game, do we spin? Snarf!
Yes.
Snarf!
We
We do
will
snarf.
we will
We do
spin in a
snarf.
second, Snarf.
Stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna say, so you roll a 3, which is like absolutely perfect. So what you guys now see is you see Dottie climb into the mouth of this terrifying hamster wolf spider, and for a moment it looks like they're gonna get eaten because they're trapped between the pincers, and then they just pop in, and suddenly the spider has a cheek pouch full of hamster.
I guess I will also climb in then.
Come to the safety of my spider.
All the while, the terrifying spider hamster is growing, and you guys are increasingly being squished against the bars. It's now got to a stage where like your fur's beginning to like poke through.
I'm gonna follow through. I'm gonna go with them. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna follow through, and then I'm gonna follow them.
Yeah, I'll break on through to the other side. I'll
What?
climb on in there. I'll climb on into the mouth here. I'm not happy about it, but
So you all find yourselves in the warm, wet. Well, I'm gonna say what. You find yourselves in the warm, moist pouches of a spider hamster, surrounded by various tools that Cheeks has put in there previously.
oh god, all the tools are in here.
All the tools. All the tools.
The bedroll.
We gotta roll.
This
up.
reminds
We
me of
gotta
the Finnish
split that
embassy.
wheel, Snarf. I'm starting
Snarf.
to.
What you guys can't see is that on the outside, this creature is growing at a rapid pace, and there are the sounds of various crunching and cracking noises as the mass continues to expand, and the bars, which would have been way too strong for like you guys in hamster size, now begin to bend and buckle, and slowly there is a kind of popping and crunching sound as ultimately what happens is the cage comes off its wooden base and the spider hamster is now effectively wearing what I would describe as a large wire fruit bowl on its head.
Lovely.
Spit out my friends.
Dewdrop is crying, just weeping.
Just shaking, and we're all hugging each other.
Oh, God.
I scared you,
Rubbing
my.
around.
You're
Looking
still
for
a
silver
giant
buns.
spider.
I mean, I can unspider, but I feel like this could be useful stuff.
Yeah.
Also, right, can I just check, before we do anything else, can I just check, where is the cat?
Where is the cat? Oh, well, that is a question.
I feel like I can do one of two useful things here. I
Eat the
can
cat.
either cast Pass Without Trace. I can do some useful things, Snarf. Don't do that. I can either cast Pass Without Trace, Snarf, which means that we will be undetected. But if I feel like I can take the cat, I can also, and this is very much Plan B, but eat the cat, Snarf.
Oh, God damn it.
So, there's no question here. Eat that cat.
You know,
We've got to elf this.
I'm not seeing a reason not to eat the cat at this time.
Because I'm a big boy, Snarf.
Yeah.
boy.
I'm a big boy Snarf.
Okay.
Rolling
So
every day.
no. You guys. Actually, before I describe this, let's spin the wheel because
Oh.
we do owe a wheel spin for that nat 20.
Snarf.
It means we don't have to say
Snarf.
snarf anymore, snarf.
Yes, it means we don't have to say snarf anymore. Snarf.
Oh, dear
Okay.
Lord.
Everybody
Lick an
gets snarf.
elbow.
Come on.
Everyone.
Okay.
All right.
Lick an elbow.
Are we supposed to be able to do that?
Oh, I'm miles away.
Does it have to be your elbow? I don't know if it...
Babe,
I can't.
Babe, I need to lick an elbow.
I need your help for work.
I was closer this way.
I can.
It's normal. Don't worry about it. It's nothing weird.
I can nearly do it if I screen on the right
not
angle.
the weirdest thing I've done. for
Oh,
work.
we are. Ooh.
Emily, the picture
Emily,
broken.
the view is currently chat.
No,
Oh,
we're all there licking our elbows and no one can actually
The
see.
shared screen this whole time.
I was trying to lick my elbow so hard.
Right, okay,
Oh,
on the count
no.
of three. For the chat's benefit, everyone try and lick an elbow.
I
1,
can't
2,
believe it.
3, go.
Here we go.
There we are, chat. That is us trying to lick an elbow. So, okay, let's set this up. So you all fall out covered in spider saliva and a bit of cobweb onto what is a very large wooden table covered in stuff. There's like a massive pile of books in one corner, and what happens is that Cheeks, you look over the table, and what you see is a dark black feline creature with 6 legs and tentacles coming out of its back.
The surf and
It's-
turf.
Slightly low, like it's slightly shorter than the table, and what you can see is that it is covered in scars. It's got one eye missing. It's got big chunks out of its ear. It's like the eye you can see is a little bit twitchy, and it is drooling saliva, and its one good eyeball looks at you, and it just snarls.
Okay, so I'm guessing it's too late to do Pass Without a Trace in that case. Okay, right. Now, plan C, because there is a plan C that doesn't involve me eating this, because I'm not massive on it. I could, and I'm not sure if this will work, but I could try Beast Bond, because I feel like if I first make friends with the cat spider, whatever it is, I have no idea. I could maybe establish a telepathic link, and then we could have an animal friend. This is very, very ambitious. It's not going to work, is it?
It's a displacement. That's what it is.
Yeah, unfortunately, not to metagame here, but I don't think that's a beast, so I don't think the spell Beast Bond will work.
What is it?
And on that bombshell, why don't we take a 10-minute break so we can have a tea and get some more tea? We will be back in 10 minutes, so that's 1:15 if you're on a standard time zone. So yeah, back in 10. We will find out how they fix this.
When we come back from the break, you tell us whether or not you could lick your elbow in 10 minutes.
Yes. Yes. All right. See you all soon.
right.
Bye. We are back. Hi, everybody. Apologies for the delay.
Hello.
We were trying to figure out if we had a hot tub accessible to make this also a hot tub stream. It proved too challenging.
Unfortunately, my landlord said I'm not allowed to just dump a bucket of hot water on myself either, so...
Again,
Boo.
Yeah, not after the last time.
not after the ice bucket challenge in the living room.
On that
Also,
note,
Baldy, thank you for the sub.
yeah, thank you for the sub.
Oh,
So
does that...
This is a dry stream, Baldy, so there is no alcohol in this stream unless people want to. But what we have instead is the Wild Party Surge Wheel. So we will spin the Wild Party Surge Wheel. Whatever spins, we will have to do. Spin the wheel.
All right,
spin the wheel. Spin the wheel.
I can't see the channel, so you say spin the wheel. I'm assuming there is a wheel.
There is an actual
Yes,
wheel.
there is a
There is
wheel.
an actual
There is a
wheel.
wheel.
The whole thing
Laugh
is so...
inappropriately. What does that mean?
So, right, laugh inappropriately means until we spin the wheel again, everyone has to laugh inappropriately. So, for example, if someone dies, laugh.
Or, you know, at
So-
any moment.
If I would normally laugh, I shouldn't laugh, to be clear.
Yeah. Only laugh at inappropriate moments. I will leave you to judge what is inappropriate. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Bang on. So, before we went to the break, the anyone who wasn't watching and has just joined us, welcome. You're the moment to join. But what happened was we had 4 hamsters in a cage. They had to escape the cage. They started doing what was effectively, and I briefed them on this, an escape room, and decided to ignore escape room mechanics and basically destroy the escape room by turning into a medium-sized, in sort of creature terms in D&D.
We didn't do shit.
Yeah, okay.
We as a group didn't do that. To be clear.
I'm sorry, are you divorcing yourself from the responsibility of what
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
No, I okayed it with everyone, okay? I said, do we think this is a good idea? And we agreed. I sought consent for my giant spidering. And consent was given.
I guess I wish I had known that the result was going to be me climbing into a spider mouth.
Yeah, it wasn't clearly discussed.
Said, me and you both, you think I want you in my mouth? I do not. I do not. You think this is my best case scenario? It is not. I don't want random dudes in my mouth. I want them
Me when
out.
I put random
I've made it
dudes
much
in.
worse, haven't I? Have I made it much worse? I've made it much worse.
Yeah,
Huh.
because what we now have, to be very clear, is that we have on a large table in the middle of a terrifying laboratory a giant spider wolf, which is wearing a wire fruit ball on its head and standing in, I suppose, a wooden litter tray full of paper, who has spat out 3 hamsters onto the table in front of them, peered over the edge of the table, and found out that there is a really terrifying cat monster with tentacles sitting on the floor looking up at them.
Where's the bee?
Oh, the bee is, I guess, it's holding desperately onto my little hamster ear and just
You hope.
very wet and sad.
So that is where we are at this moment in time. You all hear in your heads a familiar voice. It's a little clearer than when you're in the cage. I see you! Oh, out of the cage and into the frying pan! I don't remember how that goes, but that's good! Watch out for Liz! Hurry,
Mom?
My dad? Hello?
Quick side note, Baldy, thank you for the bits. And let me know when it's new wheel time.
I mean, it's new wheel time now.
Okay. We're gonna frame you
And
for
note
murder.
to self: when you watch back this VOD, just remember to cut off ties with critical drinking here. And just remember that this is gonna be.
It's another draw animal without looking down.
Okay.
Do we want to spin again, or okay?
I
we're
would
doing
spin
it.
again.
All right.
I feel like
Let's
we want to
spin
see
again.
more. Yeah.
Let's spin again. Spin again.
Sure. Lick an elbow again.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
spin again. Ha!
All right. Oh, good God. Act
Kiss your
like
neighbor.
a chicken until your next turn.
What is this wheel? Sarah, did you make this wheel?
I made this wheel. I just like to point out that everyone on the stream, it was in the briefing document that you had the chance to approve or disapprove the things.
That was
On the
like
wheel.
a week ago.
So many things have happened.
I didn't, I'll
this
be
week.
honest, I didn't pay too close attention to them because there were some things crossed out, and they must have been worse than this. Were they worse?
What things could those have been?
One of them was twerking. Can you imagine twerking until the next wheel?
Cross it out.
Okay, so
Do the whole thing in chicken.
Just got RSI.
Okay, let's maybe not do it any longer than this. So
That
yeah,
was too long. It was too...
you guys have just heard a voice in your head, and you look round the long flat table. You're not entirely sure where this voice is coming from still, because it's very much in your mind. So there is no sense of direction in your mind, as far as I know. So yes, you've just had someone chat to you in your head, and you have a displacer beast looking at you. Although I don't think the rest of the hamsters are currently aware of that.
Oh yeah, we can't see it because we're up on the table, right? So can we say it?
If you go and look over the edge of the table, you can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not
What's
gonna do
that
it by.
noise?
I'm gonna go send Bethany to scout for me and see, and have them look over around the room and see what they can see.
Cool. What accent does Bethany have?
Sorry, I didn't expect Bethany was gonna talk. Bethany talks now. It's
Icelandic, do it.
it's Bethany's from New Zealand.
Cool. What?
It's a Kiwi bee.
So could Bethany flies off and flies back to you fairly speedily and tells you that there is a giant cat with tentacles. So if you could do that in the voice of Bethany, that would be great.
Oh no,
Thanks,
I'm
Gainer.
gonna do
Come on, Gainer. What's the difference between New Zealand and Australia? Come on, mate.
Damn it!
The UN can't even keep the flag straight. I don't know.
Anyone in chat from New Zealand about to be offended? Come on, guys.
Or Australia, I know. Yeah.
Or Australians don't care.
But I can't do it.
It's already wrong.
That was a trap for you, and now I've fallen in it. And now I'm
Gainer, you have played with me. You know I am more a torturer than a DM. And this is my party, and I will make you cry if I want to.
Bethany is communicates with me telepathically, and I say to the rest of the group. That's right. I've solved your puzzle master. I turn to the rest
It's a weird
of the
thing for
group
me to
and,
say.
and I say that. I say, yeah, so Bethany, who is from New Zealand, but it's not really relevant at this time. Just so I figured you guys should know. So Bethany says that there's displacer beast just off the edge of the table here on the floor.
Dottie pipes in. My favorite Kiwi is Sir Edmund Hillary. And then goes, Oh, I realize that's not helpful with the cat. Does anyone know anything about the cat? And Dottie's gonna sort of stroll to the edge and peer over to take a peek at it and maybe see if she recognizes anything about this particular tentacle cat.
You are greeted by a bright yellow cat eye that kind of like turns to look at you and just like gazes you down. There is nothing familiar about this cat particularly. Can you roll me a perception check?
Okie doke. Dottie is a bit nearsighted because she's a million years old. And Dottie rolled a 5. So Dottie's just gonna be like, well, it has an eye, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can I do a... This is weird. Can I do a history check?
What are you
Maybe,
trying to do?
to see if I know anything about displaced, like this creature, can I because I don't want to metagame here, but I want to see if we can find anything out about this thing. But also, I'm a hamster, and as a hamster, I've definitely never run into this thing before. So,
Okay, you can roll me a history check,
all right, here we go.
or you can roll me a nature check.
Oh, I'm definitely going nature. Easy peasy. That is a dirty 20.
Okay. For a dirty 20, there's like this weird stirring in the back of your head, and it's there's like this little voice from sort of far, far away, and you can hear it going, "That's a displacer beast. It's quite a small one, but probably not for you. It's probably a giant beast. However,
You do spider. So I think we'll probably be fine.
you are with a spider, you might be fine. And you know that these things are really tricky because they have the ability to displace themselves, as the name would suggest. Also, watch out for the tentacles.
Okay. I don't know who you are, but thank you.
I might be you.
Is
in a
it me?
past life.
Oh wow. This is pretty wild, man. Oh jeez. Okay. I walk up to everybody and go, so, displacer beast, teleporty, careful of the tentacles. They got sharp bits on them.
At this point in your heads, you will hear, hello, it is me. The voice in your
Hi.
head. Hi.
This is now 3 voices in my head I heard today.
Hi. So yeah, like what they said is that's Lizzie. Lizzie's not great. Lizzie's pretty evil. So yeah, I'd avoid her. And it's basically a guard, but it probably won't hurt you unless you try to escape. So you know, but maybe if you take time, have a look around, might find some things helpful.
Okay, hey gang, I found that apparently listening to the voices in your head has been very helpful today. So, it's not something I would say generally, but I guess today, you know, I'd like to look around, see if I find anything helpful up here.
Excellent. Perfect. So you guys begin to investigate the table. There's like a massive book, which is probably about the height of like 3 hamsters. There is a coil of copper wire that you find. There's a fruit bowl. There's a box. There's like some quills and some ink. There's like various different kinds of string. One of them appears to be glowing slightly. There's parchment with some sort of like scribbling On it, there are like various pieces of fabric. There's a pair of scissors. There's a jar of like glue, like paste glue. Any of that of interest to you?
We'll do all of it together into a machine. No, don't. I'm not really going to do that.
Can I investigate the glowing string?
Yeah, the glowing string feels like
Yeah. You see this like there are like balls of twine, and then there's like this kind of like wrapped up bit of string. And what you see is let me get a link. What you see is this kind of like coil of twine, basically. You reckon like you kind of pull it apart, you reckon it's about 10 inches long, so it's the length of a hamster plus a little bit, and it's shining with this strange gold light. It's like quite interesting. It's quite shiny.
May I do an Arcana check on it?
You may absolutely do an Arcana check.
The way I've been rolling, though, I don't know if it's worth it, but we'll find out. Oh shit! 18. Sorry.
Solid.
Living life. So this is a wondrous rare item called exceptionally useful string. And what that means is that you sort of understand, based on your knowledge of the arcane, that this string you can basically use as a whip. It extends magically until it hits something up to 10 feet away, and you can use a bonus action to return the twine back into a coil. In addition, it also helps you with climbing. The string has 3 charges.
Dottie explains all of this, and then says, "You know, the last time I saw one of these, I was on a few too many drugs, and I thought it was in my imagination." And then she turns to Egolas and goes, "You're a ranger, and I assume that means you're good with ropes and ranging things, and this goes far, so please." And she just, like, kind of nudges it toward Egolas.
Can we shoot it towards the door?
We could. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is only 10 inches long, though, so...
But it extends until it hits
I
something.
know.
It can be 10
you're
feet.
right. I'm not very clever. That's...
Oh, no, I knew that. Yeah.
That's... Sure, I can... Yeah, we can do that. Let's... How far away does the door look in terms of us? Very far?
Good question.
Ooh.
You guys, for the first time, apparently, look at the room that you actually find yourself in.
Oh, yeah.
And, it's good. It works. And what you notice is this room is utter chaos. This is not kept by a person who likes cleaning, particularly. Hence the amount of crap on the table. What you see is Reese Mogg's laboratory. And you are a long way from freedom.
Yeah, we are a long way. That'll just make it sweeter.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are going to be.
I'm just going to do what Dottie suggested, and I'm just going to start tying the rope to one of my arrows. I'm like, that was a brilliant, you know what? You should be a ranger. This is a great idea. And then,
Oh, thank you.
and then I'm going to try and fire it at the door. How far away is the door? Can I fire it?
The door is probably about, the door is about 20 feet. This whole room is about 40 feet wide.
Okay.
And you guys are in a table slap bang in the middle.
Cool.
And we work in inches, right?
You work in inches.
Crazy far.
So
That's crazy
that is-
far.
that is basically another world.
What's 600 inches in feet? 600 inches.
600 inches in feet is 50 feet.
50 feet. So, you know, we could do it at long range. Very long range.
Very long range. It's true.
Very.
Just a
not-
disadvantage on that. That's nothing.
Just a disadvantage at it. Yeah.
Your magic string extends 10 foot.
You're right. It does.
I thought
Yeah.
you said it extended into. Wait a minute, your story's falling apart here.
The link is in the chat.
Yeah, you
Is
can-
that what that was?
Yeah, you can.
Yes.
I knew that. That was a
Uh,
test.
Chris, I have added exceptionally useful string to your equipment in D&D.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I should equip it then because it will tell me I don't have it otherwise.
Oh, look at
Um,
that.
Thank you very much for doing that.
Sorry?
I need to refresh as well. Good old D&D Beyond.
I have a question for the wolf spider. Cheeks McGee, it's been such a pleasure knowing you.
Final?
Are you one of those spiders whose legs are grippy against the walls?
Mmm.
Interesting. Okay, let me just check. I mean, yeah, I can climb. The spider does have climb. So I feel like, but I can also cast a thing that will make other people climb. So that's quite exciting. So I've got a spider climb. So climb difficult surfaces, including upside down and or ceilings. So there's that. But also, I can make somebody else do that as well because I have spider climb as a spell. So one willing creature I touch can move up, down, across, and vertically on surfaces, etc.
I have a 50 feet of hempen rope. Well, if I could say that right.
50 inches.
50 inches. We could fashion a makeshift saddle or just tie ourselves to you, and you could climb up so that you don't need to expend any of those spells.
What? Just so I know, what are you guys climbing up? Because you're currently in a table in the middle of a room.
You're
I
right.
have an idea though, because if we can get to the wall, I think. So chat just gave me a great idea. There is a ball of string. You said right? That's not the enchanted string.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just a very standard like.
Can
Ball of
we
string.
just maybe roll that onto the floor for this displacer beast and see if it chases after it?
Yes.
It's kind of a cat.
It's kind of a.
It's kind of a cat, maybe, kinda. It's like a spider
if you
cat.
say this
It's like
out
a
loud-
teleporty spider cat.
I can. If you say this out loud, beasts are my specialist subject. They're like my favorite enemy. Would I know if that would work? So if you say it out loud, I can.
I do that. I
Yeah, there
say
you
it
go.
out loud.
Okay. So
Can
can
I-
I have? So first thing says, "I'll come to you in a minute, Egolas." First things first. Dewdrop. Can I have a strength check for you to push the ball of string? Because you've not really told anyone else.
I'm
or
just
asked for
gonna
any
push
help.
it to the edge. I'm not gonna push it off, but I'll make the strength check here. Not my best.
Because you did so well on the last strength check you did.
No, it's true.
Hamster spider rodeo. I'm in.
So 10, right down the middle.
It's a 10. I'm going to say for a 10, you start pushing it. It's very slow going. Everyone else just sits there and watches you for about 10 minutes push a ball of string to the edge of a table.
Can I just not whack it because I'm massive?
Yeah. Yeah, you can. You notice that this hamster is trying
Do I
to do
just
this.
leave
on
it? Is that what you've said? I'm just watching struggle.
You give it
Watch me struggle.
Just leave me.
you give it 10 minutes of watching this hamster try and push a ball of string
I'm like,
that's bigger
yeah,
than them. Then
Think
it's
the
just like,
spider was a good plan now. Go on, push that string. Push
Every time somebody tries to do it, I just, I got it, guys. It's fine. I got it.
eventually
You just
Cheeks.
push it like like a tiny 4 inches, and then eventually after 10 minutes, you just go.
Yeah.
10 minutes. No.
Yeah. Yeah, and Dewdrop is doing that, the sort of cartoon hamster thing where it gets really tiny. It's like,
Yeah, I'm definitely like breathing super hard, and Bethany is on the ground, just like also like huffing and puffing, which they shouldn't because they are a bug, so who knows why. Yeah. So that's, but okay. So would this work then? Do we think? I look at Angelus.
I don't know anything about you, but you look like you might know about Displacer Beast. You've got
You're
that
a
look in
ranger,
your
right?
Yeah, I might have been.
You were. You said it like 4 times.
I am a ranger. Yeah, you're right.
Do you think or you know?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sarah, what am I checking with?
Sarah.
Do I
don't know.
get the idea? Do I know what he means? He's just looking at me. He doesn't say.
No,
anything.
I'm
That's
saying
right now.
this. I'm saying.
Oh, you're saying.
Do we
okay,
think-
good.
Do we think that
Do we-
rolling this off the table
Is a good idea?
is a
Okay.
good idea? Will it distract this? I mean, because it's a cat, basically, right? I mean,
Basically.
there's almost.
Even if, guys, even if it distracts it briefly, right? Because it must do, because it's a falling object. Maybe if it like stops looking at us, I could cast Pass Without a Trace, and then we
Yes,
could
yes.
hide, and
That
then
would also work.
you could climb back into my spider mouth, and I.
No,
No.
I like it
no,
in there.
I'm starting to think it's a thing for you now. It's the second
The only time
You
I'm
could
revisiting
ride on
that
my
spider mouth.
spider back, my hairy spider back, which is apparently worse than my lovely, warm, comfortable spider mouth.
Jesus.
So that
The only
should
The
time I'm
moisture
revisiting
also felt
Spider-Man
great for the
is
skin.
therapy.
see. I'm
Simply
moisturising the hamsters. We're moisturising the hamsters. Right. Do you know what? Let's work out which bit of me you climb in a minute. Why don't we roll the thing off the thing, and then we'll cast Pass Without Trace, and hopefully we can stealth past this weird cat that we apparently don't want to fight.
That was my thought.
Cool. Let's do that.
Okay, I do that. I
Alright.
roll.
What do we roll, DM? That is the plan.
I do a flying kick into.
Flying kick. You
Do
go
you know
with
what?
it, mate.
Let's save ourselves a lot of pain and say that the giant wolf spider just goes
What do you mean?
like that.
I don't know what you're talking about. I can do it just fine.
Don't help him. He's got to learn.
I don't want to help him. I've had
Okay, don't help him.
I roll
Uh,
acrobatics. How about that?
Okay, what I'm going to suggest is that Dewdrop, you take a run. You take a few steps back,
Mhm.
and you are going to try and dislodge this by running at it.
Yeah, I do
Oh,
that.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'll just do it. No.
What? Sorry, I can't hear you. I'm running.
No.
Dewdrop backs up and then at
Here
sprint.
you are, Ron.
So,
Just because we're too proud to climb into any of my pits, right? For safety reasons, you're gonna fall off this counter and get eaten by a weird cat spider thing, and that is a lesson to us all.
That
I
needs to be a
think
key.
Bethany is holding me back from doing this. Bethany is my conscience here. And I-
Nathan is just holding onto your ear, and you can hear her in New Zealand. Don't do it! Just in your head.
It's exactly like people in New Zealand talk.
Yeah. Or as Hublu said earlier, New Beesland, which I quite liked.
Thanks, Hublu.
Don't leave me alone again.
Okay. So why don't the person who's a wolf spider? That feels like a smarter decision. So Cheeks, you want to take this one?
Sure, yeah, I flick it.
You flick it, and it just very gently rolls off the table and over the edge. Is anyone looking over the edge to see what happens?
I'm looking because I've got quite a high vantage point. I'm going to watch the cat to see if the cat is distracted. As soon as the cat is distracted, I'm casting Pass Without a Trace, which means that all of these lads should get quite a huge stealth bonus. So essentially, we're going to all try and stealth.
Okay.
Yeah.
You push a ball off a table in front of a beast that is entirely designed to kill living creatures for its own enjoyment, and it watches.
We
a ball
know
of
it's a
string.
cat already, Sarah.
You watch it look at a ball of string fall off a table, and then it looks back up at you.
Well, that was
I knew
legit-
that. I knew that was going to happen. You
Yeah.
could've asked.
So are we just gonna fight this thing then? We want to get the drop on this thing before it gets the drop on us.
Okay, what if? Can I? Hold on. No, I'm doing a sensible. What if I look up at the ceiling? Can I see anything on the ceiling? Like a beam or a hook or a something, right? Awesome. Anything like that.
That is a very fair question. So you look up at the ceiling, and basically, in this round room, there are two really large cross beams.
Fantastic.
Right,
What we're going to do, we've got some rope, right? Because if we can get up to the ceiling, I can walk on the ceiling, right? And that is going to be hella easier if we're trying to, right? Because I think we've got two different things we can do. We can either fight the beast, which I'm fully on board with. We can do that. We're hamsters. We can take on a giant spider cat. Snarf. But, like, alternatively, if we don't, it sounded ridiculous. I ended it with a ridiculous word. If we don't do that, then if we don't want to fight this thing, if we legitimately don't think we have the resources, then our other thing is just to crawl around on the ceiling where it can't reach us.
Oh, I'm down to fight it. I just wanted to see if we could get away with not fighting it. But
yeah. So what are we doing? What's the plan?
Well, there is a risk that if we're on the ceiling, the thing can teleport, right? Maybe it might get on the ceiling as well. So lots of challenges.
In the name. Just in the name.
I'm trying to which actor you remind me of, and I really can't. It's like every slightly older, wise American lady. Every single one.
Jessica, what's her name from Cocoon and Fried Green Tomatoes? That's
there you go.
Remind me of it. And is it Batteries Not Included as well? She's in everything from before you were born, basically. Just all those movies.
I've seen the movies. I'm not a 7.
Okay, as you're talking, suddenly the displacer beast puts its paws on the table and begins to pull its body up onto the table.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot it in the face.
Yeah, I'll just blast it.
Why is it doing that?
We're going to attack it.
Fantastic.
I'm just gonna shoot it in the face.
Are we rolling initiative then?
Rolling
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Give me a second.
Jessica Tandy, that's who it is. Jeremy in chat's just said Jessica Tandy. Yes.
There we go.
Oh,
Always
God.
Jessica Tandy.
Always Jessica.
Why is this one shot turning out so badly for me? I just rolled a nat 1 on initiative.
Oh, nat 1 means we have to do the wheel again.
Yeah.
Do the wheel while everyone else gives me their initiative.
Okay, let me switch over to the Wheel of Wonders.
The Wheel of Wow.
Wheel of Wonder.
Wild Party Surge.
Touch
Talking
nothing
a
but
made-up
the
language for 5 turns.
5 turns. This is
Hang
good.
on a minute. Who rolled the nat
It's
1?
me. What does that mean?
Gainer, for 5 rounds of initiatives, you have to communicate with everyone through an entirely fictional language.
What? It's wait, but we're
Sorry, no, you're still coherent and still understand you. So look forward to that. Everyone else.
King.
This is what happens when a police officer says, in your own words, describe this. You have to do that in your own words. Describe the whole thing.
Egalus, what did you roll?
14.
14. Sexy. Darcy, what did you roll?
Oh, I rolled, I believe, a 12. Yes, I rolled a 12. And also, Bardic Sway, thank you for the subs.
Oh, okay. Yes. But however, Gainer is still going to have to talk in a made-up language until they've done 5 rounds of combat.
Quimbles.
Cheeks, what did you roll?
Chat tweets on your
9.
behalf.
Sorry, I'm at 9, please. Thank you.
Oh, you guys rolled great. Well done.
The result for Bardic Sway's subs is chat tweets on your behalf. I don't know what that means, but
Okay. So chat tweets on your behalf. Chat. You can choose one of us, and you can write a tweet, and we will tweet it.
I never thought this one would come up.
Sorry. That's something I understand. Gainer, try again.
New Zealand accent.
Oh
is
wait,
perfect.
hang on. Did we just give that the power to career end us? Is that what's happened? Because I'm sorry, I don't think it's.
I think a veto
Isn't
as well. You could,
What we'll
isms
do
or-
is I have
yeah.
critical drinking. No one will question anything that comes out of critical drinking. So chat, from critical drinking, what would you like us to tweet?
I played a game of Dares with a friend of mine while we were doing darts at the pub the other day, and I won by accident, even though it was my 4th ever darts game, and he's played darts his entire life. So he was so confident. He was so like weirdly confident. So you had to walk up to the bar, slam down the glasses, make direct eye contact with the barman, and say, "And that's why they call me Auntie Just the Tip Onions," and swagger out. And that is what this feels like.
It's a cat.
I think that's going to be too many characters, though.
It's got to be 140. Right. While Bardic Sway is coming up with chaos for me to post on the channel, we will initiate combat. So the Displacer Beast is trying to pull itself up onto the table. Ego Labs, you are first.
I am, and I am going to pull the giant longbow out of my cheek and shoot it in the face. It's the biggest thing in front of me. Just obviously pull an arrow out the other side.
Yeah.
It's what I do. Ooh.
Do it.
Do you get anything for favoured enemies to hit? You don't, do you?
No.
No. Okay, cool. Cool beans. Right. Shooting it in the face. That's a 10. I am going to do a party trick to get inspiration. Okay, I don't have many party tricks. Trick. Okay, cool. Because I'm dressed like one. It's a magic trick. Coin. Blow on it. Give it a blow. It's gone.
Increíble.
Where's it gone?
Отлично.
Gainer,
Chat.
look under your chair. No, I'm kidding. Magic. There you go. That was my pie trick. That was my pie
Chat.
trick.
Can Chris have inspiration for that?
Oh!
Oh, look at Gainer. Look, there it is.
How did you send it to DC?
Quick guy.
Amazing. Amazing.
Chris,
Practice that
you can
with
have
me and Gainer.
you can have inspiration.
Beautiful. Let's do that again. Let's get a rewind.
Zip.
Do it again. Do it again. Do it. Thank you. Right, let's try again. A 15. It's not exceptional, but it'll do.
It will do because this is a beast. So therefore it's
And it's
not armored.
100 feet tall in front of me.
It's 100 feet tall in front of you.
Yeah.
But you know, proportionally, it's not as large as a normal Displacer Beast, so it's fine.
No, that's
You hit. Roll damage.
Damage. Yeah, that's all right. 10.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
Piercing damage. Damage.
You pull your bow and arrow back and you let the arrow fly, and it gets the Displacer Beast in its good eye. And you hear this kind of like kind of thing, and the Displacer Beast like backs off.
He said he would like that.
Dottie, it is now over to you.
Let's see here. I'm gonna create a little distance just based on what my abilities are. So can I sort of like back up? Maybe let's go for 20 feet or 20 inches since we're hamsters.
20 inches? Yeah.
Yeah. And then I am going to cast Spiritual Weapon. And I can do that as a bonus action. My regular action is going to be to use my boomerang. So actually, I'll start with the boomerang and then I'll do Spiritual Weapon. So
Of course.
boomerang. Oh, it was almost a 15, but it's a 9. Does a 9 hit?
Oh, no, it doesn't. Your boomerang
Okay.
flies over the head of the displacer beast because it just starts moving as you throw it. But of course, because it's a boomerang, it comes back.
So Dottie sort of catches it and goes, "Oh, okay," and just goes for Plan B, and is going to cast Spiritual Weapon. And then as far as Spiritual Weapon is concerned, just FYI, I'm creating a floating spectral weapon within range, and that range is 60 feet. Oh, no, wait, it's a melee spell within 5 feet of... Oh, within 5 feet of the weapon. Wait. I can move the weapon up to 20 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
So... Alright. If I am... How many feet, or how many inches rather, away am I from the thing?
So how much of your movement did you use? You used 20, didn't you? So you
Yeah.
have moved 20 inches away from the edge of the table. The displacer beast is probably about 30 inches away. That's the
Okay.
progress.
So I probably can't go 10 in this turn. Damn it. Okay, well, alright. I'm gonna... Wait. Alright, I'm gonna hold on to that then. Forget that. And instead, do I have any bonus actions that I want to use? Nope. Alright, I'm just gonna be like, I have an idea, but we'll get to it.
Of course we will. So now we go to the giant wolf spider hamster. Who has the stats of a giant wolf spider, which is just slightly smaller. Same size as the same
I
beast.
can do a variety of things, but having said that, I can also cast spells. I'll tell you what, I'll hit it. That's what I'll do. Okay, I'm gonna bite it. I'm gonna go into melee with it. I feel like that's the yes. Do I want to spell it or do I want to melee it? I feel like I want to melee it. I want to poison it. I feel like it would be susceptible to poison. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna melee it. I'm gonna bite it. Let's see what happens. Does an 18 hit?
It 100% does.
Fantastic. Okay, in which case, I'm going to do some piercing damage, and then I'm going to do some poison damage, hopefully. So, piercing damage-wise, that's going to be a 5, please. And can the target make a Constitution saving throw?
The target 100% can. Where's the dice? There is the dice. Well, that was a 4 without adding anything else on, so I'm assuming that's a fail.
And that is a 9 poison damage in that case, please.
Excellent. You hit the displacer beast, and immediately it starts vomiting furballs.
Cool. I'm okay with that. I think that's a good sign. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not looking well. It's got an arrow in an eyeball and is vomiting furballs. It's not great.
Fantastic.
The good news is for me that it is now the displacer beast. So it's gonna blindly pull itself up onto the table, and its tentacles are gonna start swinging, and it's gonna aim for the spider, and it's gonna aim twice. So one of those to hits was 23 and one of them was 16. Do they hit you, Spider?
Both hit. I'm about to die.
Excellent. No, the good news is that you're not, because you're a spider. You're just going to go to 0.
Yes, that is true.
So that is fine. So one of those. So 9 plus 10. Bludgeoning damage, and then piercing damage. You take another 10 piercing damage, so 10 bludgeoning, 10 piercing.
I'm down.
Spider is to 0. You are now a tiny hamster.
Fair. I'm okay with that.
you kind of like burst. It's like a whoopee cushion. You sort of go and just sort of like implode inwards.
Another one of those.
Fantastic.
Fine. I'm good.
It's all fine. It's all fine. So, Dewdrop and Bethany, what would you like to do?
It's okay. I still, but
Excellent, do it.
so guys, my then I could see was so
What did you roll?
it's that.
Ah.
Critical.
So,
Natural 20. That's a spin of the wheel.
so yeah, you hit with Eldritch Blast for 17. And
Okay.
yeah, that 5 damage. There was a strong smell of burning cat hair.
But
And wait,
Friend
am I
Chelsea
spinning the
likes
wheel?
you.
Is that happening?
There wasn't actually a natural 20. Everyone.
this is God, so but
I was trying to help
Rob.
Gator out, really.
Is that it, or would you like to do anything else?
okay, so but
Yeah, absolutely.
I
How would you? What does? does that look like?
Thank you, Baldy.
It's fine.
Baldy, I'm gonna say for those 100 bits, instead of spinning, you can choose to either spin the wheel again or put Gainer out of their misery.
Yes, but it's a
Spinning the wheel.
Baldy, the decision is yours. Put Gainer out of their misery. Spin the wheel. Spin the wheel.
Spin the
Okay.
Spin that wheel. Gainer, this is why you don't play with us. Like, you have months breaks between playing with us.
We're back
Okay.
to same word at the end of the sentence, unless we want to spin again.
It's a friend thing.
Okay, that sounds like
Yeah,
spin
I agree,
again.
spin again.
Yeah, spin again. But I think we should have chosen one of Gator's words.
Let the sock do the talking. That helps.
Excellent. Everyone, put a sock on your hands. Your sock now has a voice distinct from your own, and is now effectively you. Until we spin the wheel again.
There's no rules about the sock talking in English now, is there?
No, there's no whatsoever. No, not at all.
Didn't really think about that now, did you?
No, it's absolutely fine. The sock can talk in its own voice, but anytime Gainer tries to talk, Gainer obviously has to talk in a fake language.
As a guy,
No, that's a
yes. So what Gainer's trying to say here is so basically what Gainer said, now that you can understand it, but they're gonna do a bonus action attack from Bethany.
Right.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of their thought.
Excellent. Go on, Bethany. Do an attack.
Uh-huh. Let's get down. Let's go. Let's go. Is that? And that's it. And
That's a hit.
Did that?
That's a
yeah,
hit, yeah.
So that's a that'll be a 22
That's a hit.
to hit, and so that's gonna be 4 piercing damage, and then it's a sting attack, so it needs to actually make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
Okay, let me make a Constitution saving throw. That's an 8. I'm thinking that's not a pass.
That's not a pass, no.
Excellent.
All right, so what we're looking at here is they're poisoned for an hour,
Excellent.
so that's
Okay,
disadvantage
great.
on everything.
Brilliant. Love it. It's my favorite.
Classic
That-
B material.
Thanks a lot for that. Yeah, great. Eggerless, it's over to you.
That's us, right? That's us. Okay, right. What we're gonna do? Is this giant cat thing alive still? It's still good. It's still hurting, but there, yeah.
It's still alive, but it's looking pretty beat up at this moment in time.
I prefer cats that way. Okay, I will shoot it in the face. Yeah, like that. Like a shoot in the face.
Okay, you're gonna shoot it in the face. Well, do you want to roll that then?
I've got no fingers, but I'll give it a go.
Alright.
I got 19 apparently.
Yeah, that totally hits.
I'm honestly feeling a little ridiculous for not being a full puppet at this point. This is the
Yeah, I
full
know.
puppet really makes me
We're
feel
all the same
confident.
in arms. Look at you. Look at you. Got the same body as me. All you need to do is go to university. You get ahead like man.
It's like turning up at a party naked.
I really,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna lie.
And he also did just tell me that I need to go to university to get ahead, and I feel like that's pretty classist. But beyond that, I guess whatever.
I don't know how that. University's free in space. I don't know.
Oh, it's a cultural
We're in
misunderstanding.
the fantasy world.
So, how much damage do you do?
God, emotional or
Both.
11.
Wait,
Oh,
hold on. Is this a recurring character on your streams? I'm realizing.
Right,
'Cause-
that's why I live below the desk. I
Yeah.
didn't want to come here tonight.
I realize there's Gimbals reacts in
Now,
chat
Gimbles
right
is
now.
the dude from Lord of the Rings and Grimbles.
Oh, this is Grimbles.
Oh,
Sorry,
so
where I come from, we removed the R, so that would be Gimbals on my
What?
world.
I mean, you don't get to choose how you say my name. That's my name. That's pretty racist.
So,
I'm
if-
this.
if I can interrupt, that would be great. So, what we're all looking at here is that now, after Eggerless lets loose on the displacer beast, is that the displacer beast is now bleeding from every orifice with various amounts of pus and ooze that look like some sort of poison coming out of everything. I don't know why I'm pointing the suck to the microphone like it's actually getting picked up.
Can't hear otherwise. You got to hear.
So, this displacer beast is looking like it's nearly dead, like so nearly dead, like it would take someone just to blow on it and it would fall over. At which point, Eggerless, are you sorry? Copyright. Eggerless, are you doing anything else, or is that it?
Blow on it. I still got my movement. How close is it?
Well, I'm gonna say, so we have a rule, it's a house rule on critical drinking, that pinching someone causes 1 hit point of damage.
Perfect.
And so I'm gonna say, as a bonus action, you can walk up and you can pinch the displacer beast.
Can I pinch it like, that's a cute little key.
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't have to be a
Yeah.
vicious pinch.
Okay, I gotta pinch his cheek like a cute.
Okay, you pinch the cheek and the displacer beast just goes, well, Liz, as we should really call her,
Liz.
her correct name. You notice for the first time that she's actually wearing pink Claire's Accessories unicorn earrings. You pinch the displacer beast Liz in the face, and it does that kind of cartoon thing where its eyes just become crosses and its tongue falls out its mouth.
Oh, that's so it's dead.
Yeah, you
Cartoon
killed the displacer beast by pinching it on the cheek. Congratulations, you must be so proud.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby.
I'd like
Uh,
to take this opportunity to go.
My sock. I'm okay with that because the voice of my sock is really weird.
I don't
I
know,
like
Sasha.
it.
I'm finding it kind of attractive. I won't
Are we
lie.
calling this
Right.
a French sock now?
What is doing it for you? I like it.
What I like about Gaina's camera is it can't tell if Gaina's face or the sock is more of a face. It's not sure. It's like
I'm gonna
that's
fucking
not
hunt you
right.
down, Gribbles.
I love the idea that one day we'll be watching Chris on Papa Glitch and there'll just be this shadow behind them and it'll be Gainer.
You fuck.
There's always watch. He's got to bring my coin back.
Excellent. So you guys have killed a displacer beast. What you all notice is that they're wearing a collar as well as the unicorn earrings, and the collar appears to be glowing.
Right. So, as much as I want to investigate that, I think I'm gonna go try to do some healing on our good friend Cheeks over there. So, I'm gonna run on up and cast Cure Wounds at the first level.
How many does cure wounds?
That is mighty kind of you, my friend.
All right. So, that is a 10. That is a 10.
Oh, thank you. That is literally all of my hit points. Oh, so lovely. Thank you. I feel so good.
Are you at 100% hit point now? Because I can do the same thing.
Oh, let me just have a little look because that is very important to find out. For some reason, I cannot find my points, but
You
I have
sounded Russian earlier, and now you sound French, and I love it.
Thomas accent, and that is what I am doing because my iPad is glitching a little bit. But what
Yeah.
treat for every nationality ever on Earth. I'm up to like I had 15 hit points and now I have 10 hit points and I'm very happy with that. So I am okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Excellent. So, do you know, sometimes you look at what you do in life and you're like, this is just a nervous breakdown, elongated and streamed to people, right?
Yeah.
Um,
I went to Tish for this.
That we are having right now.
It's fine. It's all fine. So, okay, you guys have killed the displacer beast, and you hear in your head, "Hooray there! You have killed Liz. Congratulations. So maybe if you take the collar and use it on the cat flap, that might help."
That seems a very specific set of instructions.
Incredibly specific.
I will follow them, as I do not have much of my own intelligence.
I mean, do not worry about his voice anyway. It's not like I am a character that you have completely ignored, Haribe.
I
It's fine.
genuinely thought it was the displacer beast talking to us in our minds.
I also thought this.
That was also what I thought.
I thought it might go away if we killed it.
Because Liz's voice is more like, "Hello, yes, we are very serious about bringing growth to the UK by
Oh,
giving
no, God.
more rich people more money." That is what Liz would have sounded like if you had told her.
Oh,
This is a
Yeah,
dear, oh,
political
dear.
piece about a country I don't
Might
understand.
have had a couple of
I
Chardonnays.
don't want to talk to the Prime Minister today. No, thank you.
Sure.
That's my right
Whatever.
as an American to not have to talk to Liz Truss. Okay.
Yeah. I'm also an American sock. I'm from Louisiana. And I would never speak to no prime minister. It's like a president, but worse.
Okay.
Laissez le bon temps roulé.
It's like a president, but unelected is what a prime minister is.
Arrive! I am very pleased for you all, Arrive! I mean, if I were you, I am going to start setting fire to this fucking laboratory!
Okay, we get the actual the color. Now I can change into a cat because I can do this again, and maybe it needs to be cat, or maybe we can just all wear the color like a hula hoop, which I am also really, really fucking up for. But it is like one color. There's three of us. We are hamsters. I feel my lips are out of sync with my weird fucking voice, but I do feel like we need a little bit of a plan. Do we think that we should all be one creature or three hula hooping hamsters?
I mean, that sounds very appealing. The image alone of three
Yeah, but-
hula hooping hamsters, 5 gold ring. You know, it's brilliant.
Right, so Dottie chimes in. You know.
So-
Yeah, I don't know what happened to my accent there. I heard the phrase cat flap, and cat flap was my nickname in the 70s, and I think that's why it stuck in my head. What I'm thinking is if we can somehow get the cat collar on you, we can get out the cat flap. I personally would either like to ride in your mouth again because it was very comfortable, or we could perhaps ride you like some sort of a cat horse.
Okay, I will turn into the face. I will turn into the cat. And then, because I can do that one more time. Please nobody hit me, because after that we are done. And after that we put the collar on the cat. You put your mouse, or you can hide me on my back. I don't mind. It's fine. But those are your two options, if I'm honest. And then we can maybe get out of the cat flap, and maybe the DM will stop being so angry at us.
Thank you for the subs, Jude Law.
Okay, to stay in this room for
Oh.
hours and hours and hours.
No, we do it now. We do it now.
Friend of the show, Jude Law, in chat.
Friend of the show, Jude Law. Thank you so much.
Friend of
It's
the
so
show,
nice
Jude Law.
to know that as a millionaire, you're supporting small streamers. It's really, really nice. No, let's do that. Not do that again.
No, I loved you in Gattaca, but Repo Man was shit. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I that was a rough. Crimes of Grindelwald was rough as well. Let's just spin it again until we get
Just
something
spin.
new.
Just spin until we get something we haven't done.
Can we stop with the smoke?
Not yet. I don't
No.
think so.
No, we need to rethink this wheel.
It's okay, I'm getting cramp in my neck.
Okay, I am going to nominate Chris to do a short improvised rap about the game.
Uh,
Sasha.
Question. What if we all do a line from the improvised rap? Because then you have to rhyme with the previous person, and we all do two lines. So like one person starts, and then we go round and we go.
Okay.
Thank you for having me on
We
my
need an
new
order.
show.
Okay.
Will chime in, but also your lines have to. It has to be an A B B rhyme scheme.
Yeah. Got it.
What?
Guys, no, this is simple. The first line rhymes with the second line. Third line's new. Fourth line rhymes with the third line. Right?
Yeah, man. I wonder why this one sound is taking so long. Why?
Guys, we gotta respect the process. There's a wheel. We're
Yeah.
gonna apparently, which I didn't know until like an hour and a half ago, and now we're rhyming.
No, it's
Let's
fine.
go. With
It's absolutely fine. I mean, it's almost like I have deconstructed someone's painstakingly built campaign so that we can build this kind of bullshit into it.
So
So yeah, it's fine. So I'm going to suggest that we go in reverse alphabetical order. So it's going to go Sasha, Sarah, Gaina, Emily, Chris.
All right.
Okay. Cool. And then so we're gonna go round and then round again.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And this is an improvised rap about the campaign.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's see what we can do. Does anybody want to drop a beat? Oh, I'm feeling this. This is good. We started off as hamsters, but now we're also hamsters.
this is. That feels like it feels like we should end there. Like that was perfect.
But we started out as hamsters and now we're also hamsters.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say
Can't
we're
rap
so-
hamsters.
Okay.
It's like Fred Durst.
We don't question the rap, okay? We started off as hamsters and now we're still hamsters. Let's go.
I'll do it again.
However,
I'll start again.
Do you want me to start again?
no, it's fine. We escaped the cage like fucking gangsters.
Yes!
This is the whitest thing I've ever been a part of.
Yeah, absolutely. It's horrible. Horrible.
It's horrible. The caucasity on the stream is.
This is supposed to be like hilarious, slightly embarrassing party, and actually it's just turned into dads in the kitchen. That's what it is.
Really feeling my age, which is to say younger.
I'm always a dad in the kitchen.
You.
Get you some kids, though. It doesn't matter.
So
You're
whose turn is it?
Your turn.
Is it
One
my
line.
turn? Just kick the ass of a displacer beast.
Emily.
And then we can grab some berries and have a nice feast.
Oh wow.
Oh.
How do I haven't got anything to rhyme off of.
So set the next line.
Got my. Oh, we're doing it in a circle. Shot him in the face with an arrow or two.
Sasha.
Now he's feeling rather blue.
Grabbing that collar to wear it like a hula hoop.
Whose turn is it?
You.
Is it me? How? That wasn't the order. And then we're gonna all escape as a group.
Chris, unless you want to add 2 closing lines, we can finish there before.
Chris.
I'm
Sweet,
good.
end
I'm
it with
good
Chris.
ending it personally. I don't know about Chris.
Chris, Emily only went once.
And Emily did only go once. You're right. Oh, all right. And this cat just got a critical boop. There you go.
Excellent.
Boop.
Boop. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, excellent. So, just to remind me what happened, I believe, Cheeks, you were turning into a cat.
Yeah, I've done it.
You've done it. You turned into a cat.
You've done it.
Follow me, boys.
Somebody just donated bits for rap lessons. Oh God.
But white rap lessons. So you have to go to someone who is a guy who is very white. He's wearing cream and he's 45 years old, and he only eats mac and cheese with no seasoning. That's it.
You can stop writing your autobiography, Chris. It's all right.
Yeah,
I feel
that is it.
great. It's great. Like, yeah, this screens are great. I'm really enjoying the amount of pity we are getting from the show. It's like we're watching people. It's fine.
Does that mean it's wheel time again, or
I think
are
it is wheel time again, unfortunately.
Yeah, it does mean it's wheel time again.
Can we
So-
just ride
Emily.
that? I feel like
Emily,
it's...
If I do my party trick, can I not roll the wheel?
Yes, 100%, Gainer. If you do a
All right.
party trick, we'll exchange a party trick for rolling.
I did it again.
Fine.
Like, why do I keep doing that? Okay.
Oh, you're obsessed.
Gainer.
All right.
No,
okay.
I keep forgetting to switch OBS before I switch my game window, and
Fine.
because I'm
Fine.
dumb. All right.
Don't worry.
All right.
Party trick.
I'm gonna
Don't
do my
apologize.
party trick. Everybody, close your eyes
Okay.
and imagine you are in a flat with a dude who is a purveyor of weed. All right, imagine. All right,
Right.
he's a salesman of weed, and he reaches over and he pulls out the biggest bong you've ever seen and says, "Do you want to rip? Hold on, let me rip it first." And then you hear this. And tell me that's not a perfect rendition of a bong hit.
It is. It really is. I was listening to that, and it makes me miss my human chicken finger.
Wait a minute, chicken. Wait a minute.
That's what my human is called. My human companion, chicken finger. He has a bong the size of a tall thing, at least a tree. I'm a halfling though, so most trees, any sapling is pretty tall. So take it with a grain of
Okay.
salt.
So you guys work together, and you get the collar of the Displacer Beast and place it onto Cheeks.
We're not rolling for that anymore. We're like, nah, it's done. It's done. We're
Done.
It's on.
It's
Done.
given that
No.
3 hamsters are able to manually dex a magical collar off a displacer beast.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine. We're doing this. So you guys get the collar off, and of course, Cheeks is very cooperative with putting it on. So there is pas de problème avec for that. But what are you doing now?
Yeah, I guess we should tie ourselves to the wait, you're no longer a wolf spider. I guess we just go, right? Can we all sit on the cat's back and just go?
I'll allow it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Like-
Cheeks isn't going to make you roll for
At
that.
this point, I was like, bye, suckers. I won't. But I could wait.
Leave them. You jump off the table onto an uneven stone floor. As you do, a massive pile of books, which was in the corner of the desk, falls down, and there is a massive crash as the cage on top falls to the floor and bursts open, and out of the cage comes a phoenix,
Oh,
which
Ooh.
goes, "Run, my friends! Hurry,
who
hurry,
is this?
I am going to bring down the Reesmug Slayer! Run, my friends, run!" And it immediately starts setting fire
No,
to
jeez.
every
We
fucking
run! We
in
run!
the room.
I run.
Because you are on a cat, you can now move in feet as opposed to inches. You dash across the room to the door. There is a cat flap with a flashing light, similar to the colour of the flashing light on the collar. As you approach the door, there is a little...
I also cast Expeditious Retreat on the cat, so that we can just get the hell out of here.
The cat basically flies through the cat flap, and you guys find yourself in a garden. However, as you run down the path towards freedom, a long shadow casts over you, and you hear the words, "Liz, is that you?"
Dad? Can I yell? Hold on, wait, hold on. I'm sure I've got a solution here. Can I do my best impression of the cat's voice and say, yeah, it's me. We're just coming out for fun. Nothing to worry about here.
Can you roll?
Oh no.
He has seen a cat-like thing with things on its back moving towards him.
This is why you cast Pass Without a Trace before the shit happens. Okay. Fine.
If it helps, you would have had to cast Cast Without a Trace before turning into a cat. So we
Yeah.
would have had to think of it
No,
a
but
while ago.
then it was before everything was on fire.
Can I do that? No, but can I yell to him though? In the
You
voice
can.
of the cat?
You have to roll a deception check.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
If this doesn't work, I'm running away with all of you. Just so you know. We're legging it.
I got a 14, but I'm going to use Fey Presence to charm him. So as a Archfey Warlock, once a day I can choose a creature and have them make a Wisdom saving throw or become charmed or frightened of me, my choice, until the end of my next
Okay.
turn.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Just to remind you guys that there is a humanoid standing in front of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna look out to him, and big ol' dragonfly wings, spectral dragonfly wings are gonna open up behind my back, and I'm
Of
gonna
course.
say, "These are not the hamsters you are looking for." we're playing a lot with IP tonight, so I guess we're gonna do this.
There are different hamsters somewhere else.
The hamsters you're looking for, these are not.
What's the saving throw? Wisdom?
Wisdom.
Oh, okay. So, Reese-Mogg rolled a 3 minus a 1.
Okay, so he's
Yay!
charmed by me. So I guess that I'm just gonna be like, don't worry about it, buddy. Just let us go. Everything's cool. Everything's fine.
Reese-Mogg says, "Of course, Liz. Go and do your business all over the poor people down the road."
That's
and walks past you up to the front door where they let themselves in to find everything is on fire. And you guys turn around briefly to see a phoenix flying towards Jari, at which point I'm going to say, for the sake of everyone on this stream, that Cheeks very wisely decides to just leg it out of there as fast as possible.
Still
And
expeditious retreat, so we're moving fast.
we're moving fast. So with a final look back at the lab, you step over the threshold of the garden and into the Fey Wild. Behind you, a towering firewood tree with its leaves increasingly ablaze begins to smoke and fall apart, while Jare Reese-Mogg stands there going, "No, my life's work!" Your first tentative steps beyond the door are made at massive speed, not slowly like I've written in the text, but you have escaped and found freedom. Jari has been thwarted and you are liberated! In the distance you see blue sky and wonder what is ahead of you. Together, you are sure you can find out.
I cry profusely.
Is that,
I
is
don't
that
know
gay
about
enough,
you.
or-
Is Gaynor the one crying, or
yeah,
both.
Gaynor
Gaynor or
both.
Jude?
Oh,
We're one and the same in this moment.
We all weep, guys. Let's agree. We will weep.
Joy.
Weep.
I've never seen a phoenix that unhinged. I've never seen any. I've lived a long time. I've never seen anything like that. And Dottie pauses for a moment, sort of like looks in a pocket and goes, "Does anyone want ketamine?"
Oh yeah, of course. I love ketamine. That's one thing you
as-
need to know about my character.
And we will leave a cat and two hamsters, because I'm assuming Egolas is too square to do cat. We leave most of the party tripping balls. Thank you so much for watching this first ever stream. This has been more terrifying than anything my sick mind conceived of. So thank you very much, players and chat. Before we go, my friends who have played so incredibly tonight, do any of you have anything you would like to plug, or would you like to promote where you live on the internet?
Yeah, I'll just say my address out loud.
Yeah.
That's what I'd
Yeah,
like
if you
to
could dox yourself, that would be fab.
Just real quick, yeah.
Yeah.
I can go first. What's up, gang? My name's Gaynor. I am a queer, non-binary TTRPG actor, enthusiast. You can find me on Twitter at GayNorcott. That's GayNorcott. I am on weekly over on twitch.tv. Well, right now we're on break because our wonderful DM is still without power in Florida. But we are working on it, and we'll be back weekly on twitch.tv/AlecZam for Skies of Belarius, where I play a wonderful empty-headed catfish folk barbarian named Rio, who's absolutely lovely. Monthly, our next session is actually this coming Sunday over on twitch.tv/ThornyDryad, running Masks, which is an absolutely wonderful game. U-Force Inheritance, great cast. And coming up soon, I'll also be over on twitch.tv/GirlsRunTheseWorlds, playing in a spooky carnival game, Revenge of Tragedy in 2 parts, as a lovely character. I'm just so excited to play. And upcoming projects are moving, so keep an eye out. twitter.com/gaynorcott, GAYNORCOTT. Also, if you like the children's YA series Warriors, I have a podcast called Two Leg Talks, where me and a friend from college talk about reread of the series. Our favorite books as kids, we're reading them. Season 2 is on its way. It should be coming out in the next 2 weeks. So keep your eye out on that if that's interesting to you, if you're gay like me.
Beautiful. Sasha.
Cool. Hi, I'm Sasha. You've seen me. I do a show called Character Building Experience, which is a live show where we'll also be streaming bits and bobs of it. But it's if you're in London, we're doing it at the Museum of Comedy, monthly, fourth Thursday of the month, starting from October, which almost this month, which is basically just comedians playing an aggressively simplified version of D&D. Because it's stand-up comedians, they aggressively fuck it up, and it's a lot of fun for everyone. So if you fancy that, that's Museum of Comedy every fourth Thursday of the month. I am also doing a show called Creeps and Geeks, which is my solo stand-up show, which is about some creepy stuff and some geeky stuff. So if you enjoyed the geeky stuff, that's on at the Pleasance in Islington on the 15th of November. And we're also going to be part of the Vaults Festival with character building. So, I mean, all of this is on my Twitter. So at Sasha K. Allen or at CBRPG Show. Thanks, guys.
I was really excited about coming to the Museum of Comedy, and now I'm slightly scared that you might just see me and hurt me. I just like to be like, what did you do to me? Why did you do that? Why do you hate people?
Sarah, if I haven't communicated that through non-verbal cues and general merriment, I will probably say thank you very much for having me. It's been a fucking delight.
Chris, over to you.
Me? Yeah, I stream. Hello. I stream every weekday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday here on Twitch. Just look up Papa Glitch. And now we've, because it was every weekday here on Twitch, but now Tuesday, Thursdays, we now do YouTube, which is super fun. It's just chilling out, playing some games, making some jokes. There's a puppet sometimes. That's it, really. I don't really want you to come to my shows. No, I'm teaching comedy at the moment.
We don't want to come, so that's fine.
Yeah, I'm all set.
You're all good. There's a link in the chat. That's my Twitter. Go look it up. I do daily jokes and sketches and shit. There you go.
Emily, plugs?
I love everyone, and I hope that y'all check out everyone's Twitter, everyone's shows. I'm so grateful to have had Sasha and Chris and Gaynor on. I've been just putting all of my insane energy into the TikTok for some reason. So if you like critical drinking, you can check out our TikTok. I talked about not being sure if I want to fuck a dragon or James Vanderbeek. You know, things like that. It's standard fare.
Both.
It's very, very Gen Z, but also the best thing about it is it makes lots of D&D players furious, and that's why we continue doing it.
It's rather funny.
It's brilliant. How to go viral, upset middle-aged angry white man. It's fine.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong.
No. Finally from me, right, we are Critical Drinking. We're going to play again on Sunday, if Emily and I can string words together. We are playing Lost Mine of Phandelver, which someone described recently as the best version of Lost... Well, their exact words were, I have seen a lot of versions of Lost Mine of Phandelver and played it myself. And this... This is very special in the best possible way. So interpret that how you like. It's very similar to this. Strong vibe check today. So if you fancy that, come and see us on Sunday. We start at 7 p.m. on a Sunday in the UK, 2 p.m. if you are in ED. And check us out on socials. Also, if you've enjoyed this, I will be doing this again in a month. So on October the 28th, we will be playing a Halloween special of Scare Bears, The Scaring. because obviously IP is important. So do come and check us out, and there will be probably some old faces, probably some new faces. So come and hang, friends. That's all from me. Anyone else? Any finishing words they want to say before I close?
Be
Looking
be
forward to
gay,
meeting
do
them.
drugs, hail Satan.
Good.
Baldy, thank you.
Oh, Baldy, thank you so much. Right, so I want to say a massive, massive thank you to full-time player Emily, who for some reason is still on critical drinking after many, many months. I want to say thank you to part-time traumatized trauma victim Gainer, who, as ever, was fucking awesome. I want to say thank you to new friends, Chris and Sasha, who have been absolutely amazing, and who, like, I couldn't have asked for you guys to get into the swing of the horror that is critical drinking more. So final thing as ever, chat, thank you so much. Thank you for the follows, thank you for the subs, thank you for the bits and the cheers. Like, this helps us keep going and helps us work with cool people like the 2 people you see below. So thank you so much, and hopefully see you on Sunday. If not, maybe see you in a month's time. If I don't ever see you, then you are brilliant, and be kind to yourself and others.
And Sarah, thank you so much for being
Yeah,
an awesome
absolutely.
game master,
Thank you.
DM, killing it, very fun. The Phoenix character was my favorite. Does
I
anyone have
liked
an
when you
idea for a
almost
raid?
killed us.
I also enjoyed that. Yes.
I also enjoyed that. Who we raiding?
Oh,
well,
we're looking for raiders?
Nobody that we follow is on. So
I've
who?
got one.
Okay.
Stella Luna is streaming. Friend of mine, Stella. We want to go raid her. Twitch.tv
it.
Stella Luna.
Friends, with the raid Stella Luna, could you please go into the raid with the words, "Can you lick your elbow?"
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Do we want to end on trying to lick our elbows here?
Yes.
Sure.
On your marks. Get set. Go.
Here we go.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Raise a glass and oh, the night is gone and so there's a light that leads into a world, a place to be unknown.